Good evening from the farm at Frederick Douglass High School. Joe Cox and my partner in crime tonight, the great Cisco Bryan, here to bring you a Lexington City showdown. Cisco, the number for the day is 38. That's 38-0 for the Frederick Douglass Broncos against opponents here in Fayette County. They want to move on to the third round of the playoffs. Would definitely mean a home game. I can't read all the RPI tea leaves, but I can read enough to tell you it would mean a home game next week in round 3. Meanwhile, for Bryan Station, a win would mean a lot of things. It would mean the end of that 38-game run. It would mean the Defenders move on to round 3. It would mean probably a big game tonight from Jordan Haskins, who's been at quarterback the last 2 games for the Defenders. A bit of a different situation than in the regular season when Douglas beat him 27-10. This one, it's all on the table tonight.
Right, and you've hit every direction that you need to hit. And the biggest thing is again, it's going to be Jordan Haskins at quarterback. That's going to make a big difference on Frederick Douglass's defense. But also talking about that win streak. That's amazing win streak.
It is.
But right now, the biggest thing is win in advance.
That's it.
That's what it's about.
It's like March Madness. Got to survive in advance. November Madness. We're going to take a quick break, step aside for a word from our sponsors, and be back with kickoff. Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station coming up here.
Tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
First responders do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back. Almost time for kickoff. Frederick Douglass is going to get the football first. Broncos ready to go on the attack. 7-4 on the season, Douglas. 6-5, Bryan Station. It's been A difficult season at times for Douglas. Of course, had to break in the freshman quarterback, Jaden Guzman, who's come along, played pretty well. I imagine we see a lot of Dakari Talbert tonight, Cisco. He's having a 1,000-yard-plus season, and in many ways, he's really the piston that makes it go for the Broncos.
Well, this is going to be a pretty good test for him because last week he actually only had a couple of touches, one on passing and one running. So Talbot should do his thing this game.
Here come the Broncos. Fairly short kick and a nice return on the edge out over the 30, out over the 40. Out near the 45-yard line, so some excellent field position for Frederick Douglass after a nice kick return.
Right, and we just hope this game is not as many flags it was the last game, because I know Frederick Douglass had 10, and I want to say defenders had about 9 or 10 themselves. So good return for the Broncos.
C.J. Lewis on the tackle, 1st and 10 Broncos at the 45-yard line. Jaden Guzman, the freshman quarterback. He came on early. Brady Ross was the starter to begin the season, suffered an injury, and Guzman has been going most of the way since. Ross was able to play a little bit last week, so he'll be around and may be needed. Dakari Talbert is the running back, and he's the guy to keep your eye on, number 6 in orange. And he'll start the game in the shotgun beside Guzman. Talbert, 1,076 yards, 13 touchdowns. Won't be surprised to see him right away, and we do. Here he goes. Picks his way. You know, it didn't look like much, but he ends up working his way for a pickup of about 4 or 5 right there. Freddie Canuto on the tackle.
Very good job of standing on the line of scrimmage. Bryan Station looked like they're in man coverage based on that last alignment by the Broncos.
Mm-hmm. Douglas will put it in the air. Guzman right at 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Terry Kaysen, number 2, big receiver to watch. He's got 35 catches, including 5 touchdowns. 2nd and 5, Broncos. Talbert sees a little bit of a seam and picks his way close to first down yardage, but not quite there. Going to be 3rd and about 1.5 yards.
I tell you what, every time he gets the ball, he hits that hole like right now. So right now, Bryan Station's got to penetrate a little bit, slow him down so he's not running downhill every time he gets it.
Raymond Young on the tackle. Again, it's 1.5 yards. They've got to make the 45, and it's in between the 46 and 47. Opening series of the ball game. 2 receivers left, 1 right for Guzman. And
it's going to be outside.
Come across up front, yeah.
Number 21.
Joel Indeisba.
That was one of the things that Coach Allison talks about is the tempo of the game and not giving them some momentum. So Coach is a little bit disappointed in that, but here comes the defenders.
And Deisaba gives up the first down on the flag. First down at the 41 for the Broncos. Guzman and Talbert, trips left for Guzman. It's Talbert. Talbert, big seam. Talbert, 30. Talbert, 25, 20. Talbert going to war. Touchdown, Talbert.
Hey, he is 6A Player of the Year, and then also he's a candidate for Mr. Kentucky running back. I mean, that right there was big time. That was him. That was him.
6-0 Broncos on the 41-yard touchdown run by Talbert.
Excellent job. The line did a very good job of getting him to the second level, and then you saw his skills.
Extra point pending. Clayton Wallace, the kicker. Snap is there. Kick is there, and it is good. 7-0 Broncos, 10:15 to go in the first quarter. We will take a quick break and be back. Frederick Douglass 7-0 here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
We're back. Dakari Talbert, 41 yards, 14th touchdown of the season, puts him over 1,100 yards. And that was a lunch pail, go-to-work run, Cisco.
Well, the game plan was not give them an opportunity on special team, and the kickoff return was a big kickoff return for them. Now here comes Bryan Station getting the opportunity.
That one a bouncer, but they're able to track it down. But Douglas is all over it in coverage, and the defenders are going to have to start at their own 20.
Well, here comes Jordan, and he's going to match that energy. Haskins is had an injury in the beginning of the season, high ankle sprain, but he did very well last week. Went over 100 yards rushing last week.
So the quarterback is Jordan Haskins. He's number 3. He is an outstanding defensive back, mostly known for that. But the last 2 games, he's been a quarterback. A variety of ball carriers will be with him. And he hands it off this time, and a nice run on first down. Going to carry up near the 30-yard line. Not sure if that's 22 Avery Johnson or 24 Kerwin Montgomery. Both of those are pretty common ball carriers for the defenders.
Well, Avery Johnson, with 92 touches for 500 yards, they give it around a little bit. You got a few other players that can carry the ball for them, too. They got 5 running backs, so like you said, we're not really sure who it is.
It was Johnson. Second down, about 1.5 yards, just shy of the 29 for the defenders. Run it inside again, and a first down out to about the 34. Johnson on the carry again that time, and did a nice job. It's been interesting here. Both teams slugging it out on the ground so far.
Right. And then their big explosive guy that does a lot for Bryan Station, that's Barbara, who hasn't touched it. Johnson's done a very good job getting the first down and getting the momentum back to the defender side.
Kamani Barber, number 4. He is the big play receiver, 26 catches, 614 yards, 7 touchdowns. He can throw it a little bit. He can run it a little bit.
Plays defense.
They will get the ball in his hands some way.
No question.
First down at the 33, and I think the defenders flinched. Looks like they did.
They did.
Yep, false start will back them up 5 yards. And that's one thing you can't really manage tonight, particularly with both teams probably going to look to run it a lot. A lot easier when you're in those positive things and you're on schedule. You get off schedule, it can get a little interesting.
It sort of changed the play calling. So now it's first and 15, and we'll see what happens.
First and 15, quarterback keeper Haskins. He picks up the penalty and some more up near the 40-yard line. So that was the story a week ago. Haskins ran for 2 touchdowns and over 100 yards, and you certainly got to account for him in the run game.
Right, and he does throw it. Last week he threw the ball quite a bit, but really threw it deep. He didn't really throw very much in the flats or down the middle. So right now, very good read by Haskins.
It's to Corey Fields on the tackle, number 9 for the Broncos. Keep an eye on him. He's approaching 100 tackles on the season. Yeah. Excellent defender. Second and mid, Haskins, big heat, throws deep, got Barber out there. And he did not catch it. Are we going to get a flag? I guess not. No. Boy, that's probably fortunate because you saw the extra gear that Barber has there, and he kind of left Keenan Banther sort of hanging on for dear life.
Well, in high school or in college and pro, that's pass interference because he has to turn his head.
Right.
High school, you don't have to. As long as you don't make contact and wave them, you can. It's no face guarding in high school.
No penalty for face guarding.
No penalty. Yeah. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. Third down and 5 balls at the 38. 1 first down for the defenders already, but they're looking for more. Haskins at the gun. And they have 3 receivers to his left. Barber just came across and lines up in the slot. Douglas shows blitz and I think came across early.
Yeah, he did. He jumped off sides. They changed the cadence. Very smart job, not going on 1. Went on 2 or a number, and he jumps off sides. I think it's enough for a first down.
It's Sion Khan who came across early. He's made some big plays for the secondary. I guess a little too eager to make a big play that time.
Well, that's the thing that Frederick Douglass is doing on defense. They're blitzing a lot more than they have in the past years. So that's putting a lot of pressure, and they're getting there.
First down at the 43 for the defenders.
As they come out in trips, another different formation for them.
Haskins wasn't shy about taking some deep shots a week ago. This one's a short one, and he sails it over his target, and probably a pretty good play to just throw it over Okpeblo on that one because there wasn't going to be a lot there.
Right. Haskins done a very good job for a young man just now jumping in to be a quarterback. As a quarterback, there's a lot of pressure on you, a lot of pressure.
It was Colson Carpenter, or CJ they call him, who got most of the snaps this season, and we did see him briefly last week. He is available, certainly, and we may see him. But Haskins is just electric back there. He brings something different to the table.
Well, I'm glad Carpenter was able. He ended up walking off the field last week with a little ankle injury, so I'm glad he's back. But,
run it inside, only a couple there that time. Pick up to the 45, and Kahn on the tackle.
7:57, marking down 7-0. The Broncos here in the first quarter.
You feel like in a game with both teams running the ball, there won't be a huge number of possessions. You got to strike while the iron's hot. And this is the first time we've really seen the defenders off schedule. 3rd and 9, their own 44. See what the Douglas defenders bring here.
Looks like they're
Haskins has got some time. He's going to fire. It's in and out of the hands. That's a first down for sure, but it's caught, or not caught. It's dropped by Michael Sins. Big tight end.
Big tight end wide open in the middle of the field, something they didn't do last week. So they worked on that, and good play by Haskins. It just ended up being a drop. But he'll come back and catch another one.
Oh, sure.
Without any question about that. He's capable of doing that.
So a punt situation. Looks like Jeremiah Turner is back for Douglas to return.
And Coach Haskins talked about winning the 3rd and 4th down situation there, so didn't get that one.
Here comes the punt. It's out of there, a low line drive kick. Turner kind of stumbles, but he's got it. Turner going to make some room. Turner going to get to the edge. Turner, can he turn the corner? 40, 30, and that's it. But still an electrifying return for Jeremiah Turner. And he flips the field right there. The Broncos will start in excellent field position.
And that was the game plan. One of the game plan is not for the defenders, not give them some special play on special teams. They had a very good kickoff return and now a punt return.
That's true. 2 big returns. Everything is going the Broncos' way. And here they come back on the attack at the 32-yard line. It was Avery Johnson who eventually tracked him down. But Turner, who's the number 2 running back, he could start at a lot of teams, but he's a good guy to have for a variety of purposes.
He would have been a starter his freshman year. He ended up getting hurt playing Trinity in a scrimmage game.
Guzman over the middle, first down, moves the sticks down to about the 21-yard line. A nice grab down there. Looks like Terry Kaysen on the catch.
Big-time receiver right there.
Haskins on the tackle, but a first down. And yeah, Kaysen has been the main target. He's a good athlete. He's working toward 500 yards on the season.
And that's pretty good yardage for a team that runs the ball as much as they do. Yes.
21-yard line, a receiver split either way. Guzman's got a tight end down on the left. They're going to run it. Inside, only short yardage that time, down to about the 18-yard line for Dakari Talbert.
A little positive, more yards. Again, they're in front of the chains, and that's what you want to start off with as we count down.
Second down, and call it 7 at the 18-yard line. Douglas back in the red zone. Actually, there for the first time, it was Talbert from 41 yards out for the first score. 2nd and 7 at the 18. Guzman gives Talbert. Talbert through the middle. Talbert through the middle again, down inside the 5. Just working through multiple levels of that defense.
Yeah. And again, the line is giving him an opportunity to get to the second level without being touched. And then he just explodes, and you got to step on his toes and tackle him because he's not going down if you reach out there. That's not happening.
And Elijah Bojang on the tackle. It's funny you say that, Cisco. Talked to Coach Haskins before and said, what do you do about the running game? He said, tackle better.
Yes.
And so far that has not really come to fruition. 1st and goal at the 4 for Douglas. Guzman in the gun. Play fake, throw, touchdown. Made it look easy.
Very good play call right there. Just make it very simple. A little play action, freeze the linebacker, throw it behind them, and all of a sudden.
4-yard touchdown pass. Nicely done for the Broncos. 13-0, just like that.
That's what happens when you're running the ball as well as they're running it. And then the linebackers got to stay up to help on the run.
Extra point coming for Wallace. Takes his time, puts it up, and it's good. 14-0 Broncos, 5:37 to go in the opening quarter. We'll step aside for a quick break here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Short touchdown throw, Guzman to Kaysen. 14-0 after the extra point by Wallace. And, boy, everything going the Broncos' way at the outset tonight, Cisco.
Well, they're in rhythm right now. They're running the ball real well. Talbot is doing what he's supposed to do. And like I said, he was 6A Player of the Year. And now he's working on being a candidate for Mr. Kentucky.
Short kick, going to be picked up and returned over the 20, over the 30. A nice return there out to about the 32-yard line before they finally grab Braden Payne and take him to the ground.
Payne bobbled it a little bit, but got a little bit blocking and got to the edge a little bit.
A first down out at the 33 for the defenders. And boy, you don't want to ascribe too much importance to any drive, but this is a big one. You don't want to fall down any more than this if you're Bryan Station. Haskins hands it off. Short yardage, but not any more than short yardage. Pickup of about 2.
Well, Bryan Station's offense has some positive. It wasn't basically a 3 and out. They ran the ball very well, had an opportunity down the field, didn't connect. And then so now they just got to go back to the game plan and let Johnson and let J.T. Haskins, Jordan do his thing. I'm thinking of his older brother.
There's a lot of those outstanding Haskinses over the years.
Very
Johnson
much.
On that carry. Fields tackled him. Here's Johnson again. This time he's got a little bit of a seam, and he picks his way up to about the 40. Still going to be third and about 3.
Yeah, he slid in there, and I thought he was going to take off, but somebody had him by the foot. So he puts him in a good position right now, 3rd and 3.
Fields on the tackle again, but a big third down here. A week ago against Lafayette, it was the big play. They would just hit, they had multiple 40, 50-yard plays. It's going to be hard to get that on the Broncos.
Very much so, because they get to the football. Coach Poe teaches that, the defensive coordinator for Frederick Douglass. Here's a big play right here. He's on the center.
3rd and 3, Haskins under center, turns around, hands it off. A little power football, and they've got the first down.
Well, people don't understand. That's a little different when you're not used to being on the center. Sometimes you'll pull out or separate your hands. So very good job standing there and now fighting to get the first down.
Nice physical run, needed 3, got 4.
And that's, again, what Coach Haskins talked about is winning that 3rd and 4th down. So, again, a very good job on 3rd down, 3rd and 3.
First down defenders out to the 44. Pistol look for Haskins. Trips left, looks that way, throws that way. Overshoots his target out there was Braden Wilson he was throwing for, but that one just kind of took off on him a little bit.
Yeah, either the receiver ran the wrong route or Haskins thought he was going to curl to the outside, but he stayed in the middle of the field. But again, it's 2nd down, still in very good position to move the football on the run. Waiting for Barber to get started in this offense because he is amazing himself.
Absolutely. Threw a touchdown in the first meeting of these teams.
A little halfback pass.
And he can do that. Trips left. Haskins looks to throw. Got time. Fires. Caught this time by Wilson. Down to the 40 and maybe even the 39-yard line. So they go back to the air, and it yields A big play this time for the defenders. Toby Robinson on the tackle.
Robinson did a very good job of open field tackling, because if he doesn't make the tackle, he's going to go the distance on it. So, again, Haskins throwing the ball, running a little bit. Offensive coordinator did an excellent job of mixing it up as well. This is an exciting moment right now in Fayette County, I think, with two powerhouse teams battling out in the second round here in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Johnson, the setback. He's behind Haskins. They fake to him. It's not Johnson. It's Young.
It's
Raymond Young runs outside, and nice burst. Picks up about 8 yards.
And Young didn't touch the ball very much the last game. But, again, they've got some running backs. They got Montgomery, Young, Haskins. You know, they've got some running backs. And Johnson is their main carrier, but very good run on that. Pickup of 7.
So keep an eye out here. I was watching the sideline. Johnson was ready to stroll back in there, and he took a step, and then somebody, I think, said, hey, after the way Raymond ran that last one, you just hang loose for a minute. So Young's still in. Let's see if they feed him again here. Second down and call it 3.
What we say, give it to the hot hand?
Yeah.
And they do.
That's what they do, and he picks his way for a first down and more. Down inside the 25 to the 24.
Good little stop and go outside. That's a.k.a. a little Talbot move right there. Very good job.
Johnson's taking no chances. He's coming back in here one way or the other. He does check back in, and Young checks out. But 2 nice runs, and be worth keeping an eye on him moving forward.
Yeah. Well, you know, Johnson's their main guy, and so I'm looking for Haskins to keep it on this one.
Nobody to the left. Got a receiver and a tight end to the right.
He's going to throw
Haskins is going to throw it from the right. Fires. It's a dart inside the 10. First down. Out of bounds there.
Well, that's called catching the ball in the gap, and I mean in baseball, and throwing him out at second base, because he threw a seed.
He did. That was Kamani Barber, the guy you were talking about earlier, and that's the first time we've seen him. And a big catch moves the ball into the red zone.
And that's going to open up their run game, because if you're throwing the ball that deep, again, the linebackers will be able to do their main job, and that's to stop the run, so they're not back there helping on the passing.
DeMond Green on the tackle, but first at goal now.
DeMond Green played for Bryan Station last year.
There you go. They run it inside. Power move down near the goal line. I don't think he quite got there, but he's close. 2nd and 1.
Yeah, the Powell stopped and then it kept moving. I think it's sort of surprised the officials. So they're going hurry up, Bryan Station.
Yeah, they're not going to take any chances here. Apparently they're trying to hurry a little too much. It's Young in there. He was the one on the carry. I'd look for him again, or Haskins just gooses him and keeps it himself. Let's see. He gooses him, keeps it himself, and no indication that he's in. I think he's going to be just short.
Wow. Good job for that front line for the Broncos, because he moved forward. So I thought
he was at the 1, so he's inside the 1.
Timeout.
3rd and goal at the half-yard line. Whistles blow, and we're going to have a timeout. We'll take a quick break here. 14-0, but Bryan Station knocking on the door here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
A 3rd and goal. We've got a shaken up Bronco player who's being tended to here. But I was just saying to you, Cisco, if you're the defenders, this is exactly what you wanted on this drive. You've hit some runs, you've hit some passes, you've got Haskins out on the edge and let him create a little bit. And the main thing, you're moving the ball, you're eating the clock, and you're a foot from a touchdown here.
Right, and the favorite thing that we coaches say all the time, get the crowd into it, and Bryan Station has done that. Because right now everybody's sitting back going, okay, what's going to happen? And like you said, they threw the ball twice when I thought there was going to be a run play. So Haskins did a very good job of hitting this receiver, and the receiver's catching the ball.
Yeah, Coach Haskins has been pretty creative here formation-wise. They've lined up in some run formations and thrown passes. They've lined up in some passing formations and run the football. So, whatever you got to do to keep this Bronco defense, off balance, I would think is a good move. But not room for a lot of creativity down here inside the one. I'd imagine, Coach, you're old school enough like me that on third down you'd probably call the same thing that was called on second down, right?
Right, but I would probably go a little bit to the left, a little bit to the right, not straight up behind. So with that said is, I think, like you said, a little goose, and let's get him in the end zone.
So third down and a foot. It's Young behind Haskins. See if Haskins just keeps it.
No, he
handed it off, and boy, I bet they wish they had just gone with Haskins, because Douglas all over that, just absolutely blew it up. Lamonte Brown, and now we got 4th and goal, and where 3rd and goal was from the half-yard line, 4th and goal now is going to be, looks like just inside the 3.
Wow, that came from nowhere. Time's clicking down, 40 seconds to go in the first quarter, and they're going to have to snap it. I don't know what they're waiting on, because you only get 30
you can't
seconds.
run it out.
Yes. So let's not get a penalty here. And the official raised his hand, 10 seconds.
Possible timeout coming. Let's see. A huge play, 4th and goal.
They're not going to get this off.
Whistles blow, and indeed, I think we're going to have a timeout.
We
do. A few seconds in the quarter, but a big 4th down play coming up for Bryan Station. On the other side of this break, stick right with us here at Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
So 4th and goal. Yeah, we were talking, Cisco. You said it looked to you like maybe Station thought that the clock was going to run out and they could just take it to the quarter, but obviously wasn't the case. Still 16 seconds left in the quarter. But a big play, and this really almost feel like you've got to get Haskins on the edge and let him kind of have a run-pass option here.
Well, Diaz is their kicker, and
we're not seeing him.
We're not seeing him. Yes, they're going a little power. They got 3-backer. Haskins looks like he's going underneath center.
He is. Yeah, only one receiver. 3 backs. Haskins bootlegs. Haskins going to run for the end zone and get there.
Great call. Great
touchdown,
athletic.
J.T. Haskins puts it on the board. And that,
Jordan, I messed you up.
Yeah,
earlier.
I did it too.
I did that too.
J.T. Haskins is proud, but Jordan Haskins with a 3-yard touchdown run.
Well, the older brother is J.T. Jr.
Right.
So I messed you up. I'm sorry,
my apologies. We're just going to go with Haskins generically, but nice play to finish the drive successfully. After 3rd down was kind of a nightmare, but 4th down comes through. And we're going to get Big Sam Diaz as the kicker here. We saw this last week. He hasn't been the regular kicker throughout the season. Not sure if John Hannon, who is the regular kicker, is hurt or just unable to go. But Diaz got a good toe. He hit a couple last week. And this one is certainly long enough, and it's true. 14-7, Bryan Station pulls back within a score. 11 seconds to go in the quarter, and we'll just keep it here. And that's a big momentum-swinging drive and a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown for the defenders.
Very good job. Very good play call. When you go with 3 backs, you're thinking power. Haskins did a very good job of sticking the ball in and pulling it out and using his athleticism and his speed. So very good call. Very good bounce back, Joe. You said that earlier. Very good bounce back for Bryan Station defenders. So the big thing now is not give up a big play on special teams, which they've done twice.
The Broncos have started at their own 45 and at the Station 32, and that makes life awfully easy for a team that can do a lot of things well on offense.
Very much so.
So Diaz to kick it. Jeremiah Turner is the sole safety. Deep at about the 10-yard line. Diaz pops this one up high, and Turner's going to come get it at about the 13. Turner.
He's got a seam.
He does with the, he almost created another one. Goes down to about the 37. Boy, Turner, he is a keg of dynamite back there with the football in his hands. A nice tackle by Braden Wilson.
Well, we talked about Turner earlier. That's a very good running back to go to when Talbot needs a blow. And also you got Ross on as well. So they got a couple of running backs, but Turner was explosive. Like I said, as he was coming out of middle school and was about to start for Frederick Douglass until he had that ACL to his freshman year.
Coach McPeak was saying to me earlier, just kind of getting all the way back.
Yeah.
There was a penalty on this. I didn't see the penalty. I only saw the indication that it was against the Broncos, and they'll be backed up to about the 23. So there you are, a hold, says Jeff Cooper. Well, I'll abide by that.
Well, what it was is the official on the far end threw it because he had to run all the way back to the 50 to get his flag. So something happened on the side over there.
First down at the 23. Broncos still up by a score. Here goes Talbot on that left side, and this time Station hems him in pretty well and only able to gain short yardage on a play that will end the first quarter. 14-7, Frederick Douglass over Bryan Station. A lot of football to go. Second quarter coming your way on the other side of this break here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
14-7, we've got a battle here. And to the victor again, Douglas said it in the pregame. Don't know everything about how it'll work out. We'll keep an eye on the other action tonight and try to fill you in as we go. But the one thing that is clear, if they win, they've got a home game next. They are no worse than the number 2 RPI team in that District 5 through 8 group. And so that bodes well moving forward. But you got to take care of the defenders first. 2nd and 8 at the 25. Guzman gives Talbot. Talbot, nice seam. Talbot up over the 40. Boy, he's smooth.
He is. He's electric. And when he hits that second gear, he just hits it like right now.
Barber with the tackle. 17-yard pickup.
I said it before, the biggest thing is stop him from running downhill when he first gets the ball, because he hits that hole. He is very tough to tackle because he runs hard.
Absolutely. From the 42-yard line, 2 receivers and a tight end right. Now the tight end switches to the left.
Looks like Station is coming.
Run it left. Talbot able to drag his man over to about the 47-yard line. Nothing fancy, just a little power football. Picks up 4 or 5, and that's what he does. Bojang on the tackle.
Bojang, very good tackle right there because Talbot was that close of breaking it again. You know, I'm watching all the little activities taking place on the distance and in front of the ball, and it's actually pretty cool to watch. And officials just saying stop, and they stop because it's an emotional game for both teams. Lose or go home.
2nd and 5 at the 47. Guzman, nice throw on the slant down to the 40. His target fighting for more, but he won't get there. Maybe the 39, and they'll give him the 39, but a first down for the Broncos.
Great throw, Guzman, great catch. The defender was right there. Very good job.
Bojang on the tackle. That was DeAndre Clay, one of the outstanding Douglas receivers, able to make the play, move it across into defender territory. First down at the 39. One receiver split each way. Freshman quarterback Jaden Guzman. He's been sharp so far tonight.
Yeah. Just steady.
Hands it off. This one's Turner, I believe. Turner 30. Yes. Turner 26. Boy, what I've said it before, but what a blessing it is to have a number 2 back who could be a number 1 back.
And everywhere, yes.
Barber, big run for a first down there. And Bryan Station's had enough for the moment. They're going to call a timeout with the ball at the 26, 14-7. Broncos on top and on the move. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Right now it's looking like a game of answers. Bryan Station down 2 scores, put together a nice answering drive, but here comes Frederick Douglass right back, and they are mixing it up well, running and passing.
Yeah, and the biggest key is, again, it looks like Turner's still in the game on a big run. So this looks like
he is. First down at the 26. Here he goes again. Bounces it out. Can he make the corner? 20, 15, 10. Wow, inside the 10. Again, what a play. You see it there. He's going right. He sees nothing. He just pivots and takes off left.
Well, I was fortunate to coach him at Crawford Middle School, and I've seen that a lot. So he can make a coach look awful good.
Samarian Williams on the tackle, but not until a nice first down for the Broncos. First and goal just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's see if he gets 3 touches in a row.
He's certainly the hot hand. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Guzman has got it.
And he does.
Hands it off. Left side. Turner.
Touchdown.
Can he get the pylon? He can.
Yes, he can. 9-17.
Touchdown, Turner.
9-16.
Well done. 9-yard scoring run on that Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown.
I mean, that's a good answer when your number 2 runs. We got a hold. I'm sorry.
Oh.
We got a hold.
Hold the phone.
I just saw the official picking up his flag, so holding, and so no touchdown. Take it off the board.
Well, he made it look awful easy, but that might have been why.
Does help a little bit. So it's first and goal on the
19.
19.
Yeah, so that bit of a different situation. Disregard. Mr. Turner, you've got to do it again if you want credit for it. From the 19. There's a flinch up front.
So back-to-back flags.
Oh, this one might be
it's on the defenders.
Yeah, it is. 5 yards back. So
I just saw the movement on offense, but
I thought it was offense too. But yeah, the officials were very clear. Nope, it's on the defense. So there's half the yards back. So now first and goal at the 14.
And if he had if the Whitehead actually had the mic, he would say caused him to move.
Mm-hmm.
So they get 5 back, first and goal on the 14.
2 receivers right, 1 left for Guzman. Here's Turner. Can he do it again? 10, 8, 5, maybe a little more. He didn't make it, but it certainly wasn't for lack of effort.
Well, here comes the man. Talbot's coming back in. They might use 2 backs.
Yeah.
No, Turner's coming off.
I don't know if I'm Turner. I might say, "Hang on, I got it down here. I scored it and they took it back. Let me finish." But he'll be a good teammate. Jeremiah Moore on the tackle for Station. So second and goal now from the 5.
Moore did a very good job of coming over from the other side, making the tackle. If not, Turner scores.
So a receiver split each way. Talbot the setback. Tight end goes left now. Guzman.
He's going to throw it.
Fires into the middle and just a little bit ahead of his target, incomplete.
Well, that's the touchdown. The second touchdown was on that exact same play action. A little skinny post and just overshot him a little bit.
Yeah, really some good defending there because he kind of hemmed him in and made him run a true kind of a slant instead of being able to square into the middle, in which case I think he's got a touchdown.
No doubt about it. There's a big play for the defenders' defense. It looked like they're in man coverage.
3rd and goal. Guzman. Talbert, he's hit. He spins out of it. Can he get there?
And he does.
He's right there.
Well,
do we have a call? Yes, we do. Touchdown, Talbert. It took every ounce that he had, but he got there.
Hey, I'm not doing a comparison, but didn't it look a little bit like Barry Sanders?
I can see that. He's smooth like that, but you know, when push came to shove, he was getting that ball across the goal line.
Yes, he was.
And there is the Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown.
Because they hit him in the backfield. Nice little spin move.
Mm-hmm. Left that and then still had to break through around the 2. I mean, he could have gone down inside the 5 and still had a nice run. Extra point for Wallace. Right down Broadway. It's 21-7 Broncos. 8:53 to go in quarter number 2. Don't you go anywhere. Bryan Station gets it next here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people. But Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
21-7, Broncos with the lead, and they're going to kick it away. It's kind of a line drive from about the 10. Return man over the 20. Hurdles a man to take the 25, but that's going to be about all for Braden Payne.
Well, the difference is Payne was coming up, and he never got his shoulder squared up the field, and he stayed lateral. So they gave the Broncos an opportunity to come up behind him. So now the defenders got to fight back right now and see what they're going to do and bounce right back.
Absolutely. A lot of punch, a lot of counter punch. It's Kane Bell Pointer who had the tackle there on special teams. Always a big deal to see a guy who can play some offense, can play some special teams. Kane Bell Pointer, young man with a bright future ahead of him.
Well, the defenders had an opportunity. They can actually score as well, just like the Broncos. So led by Jordan. He's going to throw it again.
Haskins got some time, steps aside, throws deep. There's a man out there, nearly intercepted. If he had tried to go instead to Barber, he might still be running because I think he had a step, and you got into kind of the chaos land there where you had 2 receivers pretty much taking up the same patch of ground.
Well, I thought Haskins actually was going to take off with that one.
Yeah,
and then I think they did too, and then he let it go and almost had a major completion. So second down and with 8:38 here in the second quarter.
It was Green back there in coverage. Did a good job to break the pass up. Second down and 10. Everybody bunched in pretty tight this time for Haskins. He puts it on the ground. Short yardage, and that is going to be all. Frederick Douglass not fooled. Carry only goes for a yard out to the 26. Boy, this is where, you've got to buckle your chin strap if you're the defenders. Devon Ellery on the tackle that time for Douglas. A 3rd and 9. They made some big plays on 3rd down last week. They're really not out of their element here when you've got a quarterback who can create a big play with his arm or with his legs.
Well, I'm a little bit surprised he's only kept it one time.
Now, we've got an interesting formation here. We got a lineman split out wide. You got 6 players split out wide.
With a motion,
3 linemen.
The middle should be open.
Deep throw, incomplete. And, that was it. You called it, Cisco. He tried to get it to Kamani Barber straight down the pipe, but nothing doing.
Well, that should have been a more, what you talked about earlier, a dig route.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a skinny post up the seam because the safety's going to come over the backside. But if you run the dig route, he's wide open.
Interesting chicanery there. Had a couple of linemen split out wide.
Little flavor.
The old Emory and Henry, I think, is what you call that formation when you because they were the school that would go with 3 linemen at the normal spot and split some out wide.
Okay.
Punting situation. Snap is clean. Station gets it out. Douglas not going to be able to return it, but it pretty much squares up and takes a bounce and dies at the 48 where it hit. So that punt only covers about 26 yards, and excellent field position once again for the Broncos.
Well, this is where the Broncos likes to put their foot on your chest right now. So right now the defenders has got to fight back and get a turnover, get something, some momentum to go, because they actually get the ball in the second half.
Right.
So this is a big series right here for the defenders.
Again, the first meeting, it was 27-10. That game was 7-7 at halftime.
Right, with a lot of penalties.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
Guzman from his own 48, first down. Play fake, sets deep, throws.
He's going to let it go.
One-on-one. And completed the 20, and here comes the laundry. So that one's going to draw a flag on Samarian Williams.
And he's hobbling.
Yeah, no kidding. He gets the worst of it. He gets the flag, and he has to kind of hop off to the side.
Yeah, he's set down. I hope it's just a cramp because he went straight down.
Oh, goodness, yeah. Although sometimes the cramp will do that, you know.
Oh, we've been there.
Yes, sir.
We've been there.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's the difference is that he turned around. The defender turned around, but he pushed into the receiver.
The contact.
And they're going to call that every single time.
Sure.
And we know I favor DBs, but he might have had that one.
First down at the 37 for the Broncos. Already up 2 scores, looking for more. Guzman in the gun with a receiver each way. Tight end on the right. Turner on the carry. Turner able to crack the 35, but not much more. A little extracurricular pushing and shoving.
But I said this earlier, I like that. A little motion, not a big deal. Nobody's throwing punches, and the official just stepping in and saying stop. And you know, it's football. Sometimes you're going to get a little emotional.
You're not going to turn it off in a game like this. You just got to direct it to an extent that it can be, you know, appropriate, I guess. Second down at 7. Broncos at the 34 of the defenders.
Is that Turner in the backfield?
He was in there on the last one. Didn't see
him because he's got the little bands.
2 receivers shift left to right. Now one shifts back. So balance set up front. Turner is hit in the backfield. Well, did he go down? They're going to say that he did. I thought he did, but a good play by him to try to sell it, hop up, and take off. But instead, it's going to be third down back at the 37.
This is, again, what Coach Haskins talked about, winning the fourth and third down situation. So right now the defenders is trying to get off the field. Get off the field, get an opportunity to try to stick it in the end zone there.
Joel and Deasaba on the tackle, third down at 10. Back to the 37.
So Turner's gone this whole series. And
Guzman
on the throw. They blitz
him. Rush throws over the middle, incomplete. Down at about the 15-yard line. Some contact there, but that one was tall. That was going to be difficult to get a play on.
Well, it looked like the defenders did the Broncos thing. They sent guys coming off the edge to try to speed his timing and mess his timing up, and did a very good job. The defenders was there on in the back in the secondary. So this is what the defenders needed. Now they need to get a very good punt return and get the momentum back on their side.
Punting situation here. I believe it's Green.
It is.
He's got it. All the time in the world, hits it off the side of his foot. Not going to go very far. It's out of bounds. I was going to say definitely by the 20 or so, and they're going to mark it up around the 23. So only a 14-yard kick. Sometimes you got all the time in the world, and you can take your time and let it fly. And the second you kick it, you think, uh-oh. That was one of those.
Well, I'm entertained by watching the head man, Coach McPeak, on the sideline because I keep saying I would love to play poker with him because he doesn't have a poker face. If he's happy, you can tell. If he's not, you can tell. I love it. I love it. That's a coach that's into the game right there. I like that. I like
100%. talked to him this morning and wasn't feeling real good. He's kind of struggling with the change of the seasons. I think a lot of us are, but
yes.
Him more than most. So hope he'll get to feeling better. And a win, I think, would go a long way on that front. First down at the 23. Haskins
keeps it.
Runs left, and Frederick Douglass all over it. They weren't fooled one iota by that one. Green there on the tackle.
Yeah, Green again, former defender.
I like the mascot, and yet it's a little limiting. Do you want to be an offender for the defenders? I don't know.
I don't know. Yeah.
I guess if you're recruiting linebackers and ends and safeties, it might be great. But come be the next quarterback for the defenders. That might be a little bit of a sell. I don't know. Second and 14 back at the 19. Haskins hands it off, and not much there.
They get to the football.
Yeah.
Good pursuit down the line. It's fun to watch. I mean, on both sides, but it's very fun to watch how fundamentally sound Frederick Douglass defense is.
They have really made strides. Irakiza that time on the tackle. Third down and long.
21-7 here in the second quarter. 5:13 counting down. So big play on both ends.
Douglass struck first. 2 first quarter touchdowns. Station with a touchdown right at the end of the first quarter, and then Douglass with an answer for a 21-7 lead. Trips left. Haskins rolls that way. Sets. Got time. Throws deep. Overshot his man. Probably the Bronco defender was closest to that one. Incomplete.
Well, and the Broncos are doing a good job. They got a spy on him because when he rolls out there, you don't know if he's going to tuck it and run. So again, very good call by Coach Poe, putting a spy on him to make sure he does throw it.
I mean, like a lot of good offenses, they can confound you a little bit. You've got to account for the quarterback. You certainly got to account for Mr. Barber, but they've got some other guys, Sins, Wilson, who can make some plays in the middle of the field. There's just a lot of options, but good job by the Broncos so far.
Right.
Punting situation, snaps clean. Kick is away and low, but it's going to take a favorable bounce, but here comes Turner with it. Turner from the 43, crosses midfield, tries to get away, and he's going to be tackled after a return of about 10 yards.
Very good special teams on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Very good coverage. Not a very great punt, but well enough to give you guys time to get down there.
Net is about 30 on that one. Ethan Thomas on the tackle. First time we've called his name. He had a big game last week. They could use some work out of him in terms of getting to the quarterback, which he was doing regularly last week at Lafayette.
Well, I was a little bit surprised he actually plays defense because his dad, way back in the day at Paul Lewis Dunbar, was a running back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he got on the real side of the ball. His dad was on that other side.
Well, a son who plays on a different side of the ball than his dad. Would you know anything about that, Cisco? First out at the 46. Guzman. Hands, Talbert, and tracked down that time. Tackle for loss. Bryan Station at home and played it well.
And again, this is where the momentum has to take place with 4:23 counting down here in the second quarter. 21-7, Frederick Douglass as they got the ball.
Second down and a dozen now back at the 44. Broncos taking their time.
I look Guzman to do a little play action and hit his tight end on this one.
Well, actually, they're going to talk about it. They're going to call time. 2nd and 12 forthcoming. We'll take the break as well. Broncos up 21-7 here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Second down at 12 as we come back. Big opportunity here for the Broncos. Already up 2 scores. Going to look for more. Always a good environment here at the farm. A place where success has pretty much been a constant staple. 2 receivers and a tight end left. Guzman throws over the middle. It's tipped. Dropped. Oh, my.
Oh, the big man tried to go before he had it.
He's going to be seeing that one in his dreams. That was Ethan Thomas who, he had a paw on it.
Yes.
Maybe 2, but was just not quite able to squeeze it.
Well, they did throw it in the middle of the field, which I figured that was going to come up. No, that
59 is the man, James Kennedy.
Oh, okay, Kennedy did that.
It was Thomas on the initial pressure, but Kennedy, yeah. Oh, boy.
That was a big play. Here we go, 3rd and long.
He already was seeing those big man touchdown moments, but put him in the rear view. 3rd and 12. Guzman rolls. Big rush. He's hit, and he's going to be sacked. And that time it was Ethan Thomas who brought the initial heat. He didn't finish it off, but turned Guzman in, and then a host of players, Gio Anderson, ultimately able to take him down. But big stand there for the defenders.
Right, as Frederick Douglass tried to roll him out to give him more time, but Thomas stopped that real quick in a hurry. So right now I'm giving them an opportunity to get the ball before halftime.
Green to punt. Some pressure here.
Some pressure.
He gets it out of there as a high, long kick. Really
Fair
a pretty
catch.
one. Fair catch taken by Barber. Back at around the 26-yard line.
Barber always catches it on the side. I noticed that last week. He did that. But he catches it. I guess that's all we care about as coaches, is catch it.
That one only covers 30 yards in total, but no return. And well, Green's come a long way this year punting. I saw him early in the season, and he wasn't hitting the ball like that. That's a very nice kick. You know, this Douglas team as a whole, it looks very different than it did. I think I saw them in week 2.
Right.
And then again about week 4 or week 5 when they played Mayo and won that game. And you can just see every time I see Guzman, for instance, he's been better than he was the time before.
Right, and it's because you are very familiar with each other, you know, and they're very young because this is basically a junior team.
Haskins in the gun, rolls left, sets, waits, fires, caught. Over at about the 37, and that is Kamani Barber right there for a first down.
Yeah, he will make Haskins will make a very good center fielder. I'm just throwing it out there to his dad. I mean, very good.
I'd imagine he'd be pretty good at anything. We could have him out there in curling, or you pick the game. Probably he would be good at it. Green on the tackle, first down.
He's outstanding.
First down at the 37. Trips right for Haskins.
Here comes pressure from the outside.
He throws. He's got a man. It's caught to the 40 and no more. Nicely played on the edge there by the Broncos. Yoke Pueblo made the catch, but a nice play by Thurman Wade to prevent a big gain. 2nd and 7. 2nd and 8. Never mind. 39-yard line.
His defender's going to Harry. He's throwing it deep.
Haskins with a deep shot. Got a man, but it's incomplete. 2 Broncos to 1 defender back there. A little bit of sideline politicking for a flag, but it's not coming.
I think one did it, then everybody else followed suit. But I didn't see anything wrong with that.
No, me neither.
He was blanketed, actually.
Yeah, with 2 guys out there. Sion Khan, one of the men back there. He's really come on, having a nice season in the secondary. He's got a little ball hawk in him.
Well, this is a situation right now that will you think that Frederick will stay back, or they're going to bring pressure on this one? They are sitting 4.
Kind of, like drop. Let's see.
Yeah, they're dropping back in the coverage.
And they get him with 4. And he gets away. And he throws it. It's picked from the 41 down the sideline. Is it going? It goes. Touchdown. 41 yards for Toby Robinson.
Wow. It looked like he was going down, and then the next thing you know, he stayed up, and then the pick.
Toby Robinson with a Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown. You know, Haskins makes a game effort to keep the play going, but at the end of the day, discretion might have been the better part of valor there. Maybe you just take your loss. Wallace for the extra point. They've got a pretty ornate sideline celebration here.
They do a little dunking of the basketball. Now, the goal ain't up to 10 feet. I was going to let the record show.
Fair enough. Wallace for the point, gets it out of there. It's certainly straight, and it's good. 28-7, pick six. Scores for the Broncos. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back. Frederick Douglass extends the lead to 28-7. Got some heat on Jordan Haskins. He broke away from it. It probably would have been better for him had he just gone down because he tried to flip a pass out of there at the last second, and Toby Robinson materialized in front of it, took it 41 yards to pay dirt. Broncos kick it away. A high kick back to about the 10. Return over the 20. Has to slow up, and he's going to be taken down in between the 25 and the 30.
It's an excellent job on the kickoff. They are not giving the momentum back to the other team when they score, so very good job on that. So right now with 2:11 to go, 28-7, Frederick Douglass. Bryan Station's got an opportunity to stick it in the end zone. I've said it before, many times before. You can get Mo back real quick in football.
Oh, sure. I would have to say at this point, and I'm probably jinxing them in saying this is one of the more complete halves of football I've seen from Douglass. They've really played well in all three phases to this point.
Yes. That's a very good analogy.
$28-yard line. Let's see what Haskins has as he returns from a pick six on his last throw. Going to hand it off and nothing. Well, no, now it breaks
Johnson
away. Trying to get the edge. And he only makes about the 30. Good effort by Avery Johnson. It could have been a loss of 2, and instead it'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, that's one of the big positives about the Frederick Douglass defense. They can run, and they run to the football. They don't hesitate. They use their hands. So Johnson did a very good job trying to keep the play alive.
Toby Robinson just had the pick six, just making the tackle on that one. Haskins, quick throw, caught, 35. First down out to about the 40-yard line.
Enough for a first down.
Quick throw out there to Braden Wilson.
1:34 here in the second quarter.
Clock will stop temporarily as they move the chains. And there it goes again. First down at the 40, trips right. Haskins.
They're getting rushed with 4.
Fires, caught.
And
is he in bounds? He got out of bounds.
He said he's out of bounds.
Out at the 43-yard line, so a 3-yard pickup. And probably even more important for the defenders, the clock stops at $1:22.
The front 4 for Frederick Douglass, very good job of getting pressure, and I don't see a lot of substitution. So those young men are in shape.
I will say this team seems to stick to its starters at key spots more than some of the Douglass teams in the past. Maybe that means a little less depth, or maybe you just trust those starters extra.
Right. Here comes pressure on the outside.
Haskins gets big heat, but just rolls away from it, and now he'll run, and he's able to pick up about 4 yards before he goes out of bounds.
That's just been athletic right there, because I thought he was going to get sacked, and then Haskins turned it up another gear to get out of bounds and stop the clock with 1:15 here in the second quarter.
He makes the 47, 3rd and 3 from there. Defenders need the 50 for the first down.
So what, Joe, you may be absolutely correct because they're going with their best. And even on that play, they didn't stop.
2 receivers each way. Haskins sets, waits, throws, deep pass. Receiver out there, defenders out there, incomplete. Inside the 15-yard line. So do you go here on 4th and 3? Can you afford to go? Do you want to turn the ball over potentially on your own side of the field? Gosh.
Well, the only thing about that is Frederick Douglass' special team has done a very good job.
That's true. You punt, you're really probably not going to be in a lot better shape than if you just line up and take a shot at getting 3 yards.
I think they'll run a play probably in the flat to try to get the first down and continue this drive.
Minute 6. Douglas might be licking their chops here. Haskins.
He was trying to.
He's going to get out of there, and he's going to get the first down. And again, from what you just said, that's a pure athleticism play. Most quarterbacks can't do that.
Right. Many quarterbacks can't do it.
Yeah.
And it was a very good job. He was trying to get the ball out real quick, hurry, but Frederick Douglass came with the blitz on the outside, put the pressure on him, but Haskins did him. Jordan did him and got outside and stopped the clock for 1:01 here in the second quarter.
So trips left, that's the open side of the field. The middle of those 3, number 4, Barber, the guy to watch. Haskins waits, sets, throws short, and it's caught at the 45. And, boy, they probably wish he just hadn't caught it because it only gains about 2 yards, and now they're going to have to call a timeout, and they will do so. Timeout, and we'll keep it here with Douglas up 28-7.
That was a very risky play because that defensive back, he broke on it very heavily, and that had a chance to get intercepted. So
Keenan Banther on the tackle. Yeah, sometimes the dangerous thing about being that athletic at quarterback is you can rely on that a little more than you should.
Right.
If I'm out there, I'm not going to try to make that throw because I know it's not there, Cisco. He can make things happen, and sometimes it may not be good things.
And I said it before, as I'm trying to recruit him to play baseball. But he got a very strong arm.
He does.
And then when you have that type of ability, you don't see a negative. You always see positive, which that's what you're supposed to do as a big-time player.
So I'm going to throw out a 2-sport guy from here in Lexington, probably going to ring some bells for you. He was a quarterback. He had a good arm, too. A guy named Shane Boyd.
Wow.
I was talking about him this afternoon, and that was another one of those guys who could sling it on the gridiron or on the diamond.
Yeah, because it was many times he was going to get me fired as a DB coach. So Shane Boyd, an excellent analogy of that. He had a very strong arm and very athletic as well.
Henry Clay, right?
Yeah, Henry Clay.
That's what I thought. 2nd and 8 at the 46. Final minute of the half.
That's a legal formation.
Here comes a trick play. Barber's going to throw. Got a man down there. And is it picked off, undercut, and intercepted at the 11-yard line? A big-time play by the Broncos.
I thought they was going to call a legal formation, but they let it go.
So Emmanuel Marshall, the man who undercut it and made the play. He's going to get a dunk on the sideline. There it is. Emmanuel Marshall, you get the interception, you come to the sideline, and you get to slam dunk the football.
Get the crowd into it. So 2 big plays on defense to turn the ball over, and we'll see if they just take a knee and go in there.
I would think the Broncos would be pretty happy with it here at the 11-yard line, and they are in victory formation, and Guzman drops to a knee. We'll see if they make him do it again. If so, he'll do it one more time. But, again, a first half that's gone, all things considered, about as well as you could have scripted it for Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
And about as badly, I suppose, as you could have said for Bryan Station. Some good moments on offense, but defensively, it's going to take some major adjustments here at intermission to get them back in it. The defenders will get the ball out of halftime, but we will talk about that later. Right now, at the half, Frederick Douglass 28, Bryan Station 7. We'll be back to recap that first half, catch you up on some other action. Thanks to our producer, Jeff Cooper, who's filling in tonight, and also to Shidrock, who took care of us, got us going.
Yes.
It's been a dramatic evening for all of us. My man Jeff Cooper is fighting flat tires in interstate traffic, but you know what? He's here fighting it out, and we're here too, and we're going to be here for the duration. 28-7, Broncos at halftime. We'll be right back here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity. It's about the best I can put it.
The cost of school is free, actually. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. So you're getting paid to do your job.
You can start off with absolutely no knowledge, and they're going to give you the tools and the foundation to build up from there.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable, and they care about actually making sure you understand the information that they're presenting to you.
So I know that when I go to motor control, Wayne he's passionate about motor control, and he wants you to get it.
But it's really not like school. It's they're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field. So you're able to implement what you're learning almost on the fly. And sometimes you're learning more things in the field. By the time you get into the classroom, it's like, oh, I already know this.
They break the class down into smaller groups on your class day.
If you need help, you can easily look at whoever's sitting next to you and ask them for help. You know, everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This is an organization of brothers and sisters all working together to accomplish a common goal. We work together in the field, and then we become friends on the outside, and it's almost like a family organization at that point.
Nobody I've ever worked with has referred to this job as a job. I went from a job to a life-changing career. So coming out of the apprenticeship program, you can go into a variety of directions with your work. You can become a foreman. You can do motor controls at a manufacturing facility. You can specialize in fire alarm.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
So if you're the kind of person that likes to think things through or see how things work on the inside.
Someone that's detail-oriented, motivated.
I've always seen myself as a hands-on person. Being in an apprenticeship, I'm getting my associate's degree, doing electrical, and being able to do something hands-on.
If you like to build things, this is the place.
It requires you to grow up. Be accountable for yourself because, yeah, they're going to lay out tools to help you be successful, but it's up to you to, grab those tools and build yourself.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man of War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryan Road in Lexington.
Halftime with Frederick Douglass up 28-7 over Bryan Station. Appreciate all of our folks who help out. Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. As far as tonight's scoreboard, it's presented by Fast Signs. Make a statement. We're going to go a little bit old school here. And the scoreboard is presented by Steve Bird on production assistance. Trinity up 35-0 over Simon Kenton in the second, so that one's already at running clock. You'd have to pencil the Shamrocks on ahead. They will get a home game next, barring Miraculous comeback.
Miraculous.
Okay, so the other 6A games are like so. Late in the first, Ballard 14, Ryle 14. File that away mentally because I'm about to explain the significance of that game in a pretty direct way. The other 6A game, Madison Central 38, GRC nothing. That's at halftime. So again, you can pretty safely, I believe, pencil Madison Central on in. They advance. Trinity advances. Douglas up 21, so we're going to talk. They can't afford to look ahead, Cisco, but we can afford to look ahead.
We can do that.
So before I go to the rest of the scores, let me tell you exactly what this means. That Ballard-Ryle game now becomes key because if Ryle wins that game and Douglas holds on and wins this game, again, we're in the old ifing game, but if Douglas wins and if Ryle beats Ballard, Ryle will come here next week for their playoff game, and then Madison Central will play at Trinity. On the other hand, if Ballard wins that game and beats Ryle, Madison Central will come here next week for a third-round playoff game, and then Ballard would go to Trinity for their game. So that's how it all stacks up.
Well, for Frederick Douglass, it looks like if they hold on, they will be here.
Mm-hmm.
It just matters who they play.
Yes, exactly. They would be here regardless. It's just a question of whether it would be Ryle if they win and Madison Central if Ryle does not win. Now the other games. Woodford County and Collins tied at 7 in the second quarter. That's one to keep an eye on.
A little bit surprised of that, that score of 7 because Woodford County and
powerful offense.
Both of them got powerful offense. So
absolutely. Scott County 21, Cooper 7. That one is in the second quarter. And then at halftime, no surprise there, Lexington Christian down at 2A, beating Monroe County 38-7. That one is going to be it's going to be a handful for anybody to handle that Lexington Christian team. And then one last score. It's a 1A score. Paris 7 at Sayre, who's down 7-3 at halftime of that game. So that one also
I'm going to comment on that. That's a very good job by Coach Penn, doing a very good job at Sayre based on graduating all the guys winning the state title and coming back and competing like he did.
Yeah.
Because that's unusual for that type of school.
It is.
It really is. And so very good job, Coach Pennington.
But they got to pull it out in the second half. They're down 7-3 at halftime, but, of course, that's not a big gap. Here it's 28-7, and give you a quick look at some first-half numbers, thanks to our friends in the stat booth beside us. In terms of total yardage tonight, it's more even than you would think. Douglas 154, Bryan Station 127. A lot of hidden yardage going the Broncos' way in the special teams game and then in defense on turnovers. The big key, we talked about it coming in. Douglas, it's all about that ground game. Dakari Talbert, 10 carries, 94 yards, 2 touchdowns and a half. He had a game worth of production in a first half.
Well, and it's how he does it. He does it very
he does.
and it's amazing watching him, and Turner is mimicking that when he gets in.
He is 5 carries for 39 for Turner. He's done a good job. Through the air, Jaden Guzman, 3 of 6 for 29 yards and a touchdown. The touchdown went to Terry Kaysen. He's got 2 catches for 15, including that 4-yard score. DeAndre Clay with the other catch. Defensively, DeMond Green with 7 tackles, including a tackle for loss. That's the leader on that side of the ball. Station, they've done okay running the ball. Avery Johnson, 8 for 24. Raymond Young, 5 for 23. He did a nice job in relief. Haskins, 6 for 18, including their touchdown. But through the air, it's been tough. 7 of 17 for 62 yards for Haskins, including a touchdown. And then Kamani Barber threw an interception. I said a touchdown. It was an interception by Haskins. And then Barber threw another interception on a trick play. Throwing the ball, Braden Wilson's been their big target, 3 catches for 38. Barber only 1 catch for 17. You know they'd like to get him more involved than that.
Well, they tried to get it to him a couple of times. They was underthrown, and then pressure came because a couple of the sacks or the hurries, they were actually going to Barber.
Yeah, big key here, Bryan Station 1 of 7 on third downs tonight, and that really hurts. You can't fail to convert that many times. They were 2 of 2 on fourth down, but that's the big story. As yardage-wise, it's pretty close. First down-wise, 9-9, but the scoreboard is the number that counts. It's 28-7. We're going to step aside for a word from our sponsors, get you back and recap the scoring, tell you how we got to 28-7, and in the second half, ahead before too long, Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
waves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
28-7 the edge for the Broncos of Frederick Douglass. Now look at the first half scoring summary presented by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. It was Dakari Talbert. It took 1 minute and 45 seconds to get it started. 41-yard touchdown run. Took it off the right side. And, boy, in a lot of ways, that's the story of the half. I mean, that guy is just a difference maker, Cisco.
He's a true playmaker, and he makes things happen. Then you got to respect the other players because he stands out so much.
He does. Douglas back on the board, 5:37 to go in the first quarter. 4-yard touchdown pass for Terry Kaysen, who caught it from Jaden Guzman. Extra point from Wallace makes it 14-0. Station answered a 4th and goal touchdown run. Jordan Haskins from 3 yards out. Diaz makes the extra point, pulls within 14-7 with 11 seconds to go in the first.
Well, I look at the second half Haskins to run the ball more. I really do. I think it would open up their offense a little bit more because he is so athletic.
Yep. Absolutely. Second quarter, Douglas kind of pulls away. Dakari Talbert, a 5-yard touchdown run, his second of the game, and boy, it was electric. He spun out of a tackle in the backfield, then took off down the left side, just able to reach the corner of the end zone for the touchdown. And then with 2:18 to go in the half, Toby Robinson, Jordan Haskins trying to make a gutsy play, squirmed out of an apparent sack, and then just before he took another hit, threw the ball ahead. But Toby Robinson grabbed it, took it to the house. The stat crew has 42 yards. I had 41. They're probably right. We'll go with 42 for Toby Robinson on the touchdown. Wallace extra point makes it 28-7, and that's where we are. And yeah, for Station, it's getting late early. You really need to come out and put points on the board and then figure out defensively something you can do with this two-headed monster at running back. Talbert and Turner combined for 15 carries for 133 yards. I mean, that's just under 9 yards a carry. I'm not a great football mind, but if I'm getting 9 yards of carry on the ground, I'm going to call some stuff that's going to work pretty well because I'm just going to keep saying, let's go with that.
Let's go with that. Yes. And that's been the thing. The line has done a great job of getting the very good blocks up front and letting them get to the second level. So the biggest thing is not really their offense. So if the Station scores, their defense has got to get some stops and get off the field.
That is going to be the key moving forward. We're going to take one more break, and we'll come back on the other side with the second half. The teams out on the field or working their way out on the field. Frederick Douglass and Bryan Station coming up here on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give Rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
And we're back, second half forthcoming. Frederick Douglass, Bryan Station. You know, talked to Coach McPeak in the preseason, and he said, I know some people are going to think I need my head examined playing this schedule. And early on it was tough for the Broncos, but you're seeing, you know, the reason why he goes out and schedules the toughest competition he can find. He wants to have his team battle-tested at this time of the year, and they're looking about as sharp as I've seen them all year.
Yeah, especially when you graduated so many players the year before. Normally you would go a little bit softer to get your guys ready. But with that said is they had a chance to actually, when they went 0-3, had a chance to win 2 of those games.
Yeah.
One was Highlands, and the other one was DuPont Manual.
And, of course, those are 2 of the best teams in the state this
By
year.
far.
I mean, no shame in either of those. Went to overtime with Highlands. In fact, had they made an extra point, they would have won that game.
Yeah, and then the Lightning delayed the next day. They played on a Saturday, and Frederick Douglass didn't come out with that.
Yeah, kind of had to play from behind, and Guzman really got a lot of good experience in that game.
Yes, he did.
Kind of had to turn him loose and say make some plays, and, you know, he made some mistakes, but he made some plays and really grew up a lot that day.
Well, and that's what people don't understand. When you're a young quarterback, and he's very young.
Yeah.
I mean, he's legit, not a redshirt freshman. He's he's a true freshman.
Douglas kicks it away. Return from the 10. 20, 25. Trying to find that edge. And, again, they're just solid in all phases. They take him down around the 30-yard line.
And that's where they look. Because they kick the ball around the 10, they're going to give you the 30, 35-yard line, and they're going to make the tackle.
Yeah.
And we've seen it over and over.
So, obviously, biggest series of the game right here for the defenders. You got to get 6 points to really have a chance to get back in this thing.
Well, you got to maintain a confidence drive as well.
Yeah.
So if you can do that, score quickly, and like you said last week, they just had some big plays, and they just ain't got them yet in this game.
First down from the 30, 2 receivers right. Haskin goes under center, turns around, gives outside, and boy, nothing doing. Barber had to carry, may have put the ball on the ground at the end there.
I think they said he was down. Well, I can't tell. Hold on.
Yeah, they're kind
We're
of
waiting for the official. Look like he's trying to see who has it. It was a fumble. Good call.
With the defenders,
Joe.
yeah. But still big loss. Second down now and 19. And, boy, you come out and you try to get a little tricky, and it just explodes on you.
The difference is Poe came with the pressure off the edge early.
Yeah.
Normally he waits to his third long or second and long, but at this time he came with the pressure and they tried to run a little reverse. And
Thurman Wade not fooled.
Right to him.
Everybody bunched in tight this time for the defenders. Second down and a bunch.
And Haskins trying to
keeps,
it.
And now he's going to be hit and swallowed up back around the 10-yard line.
They're just braining people starting the second half.
And there's that man again, Thurman Wade.
Back-to-back big plays by number 16.
I don't know what Coach McPeak said to him at halftime, but he came out ready out of the locker room here. Third down and a country mile here. They are back at the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and 27, and that's hard to do without a penalty.
Yeah. 2 back-to-back losses on plays. Look at the plan now.
So here's that formation with the linemen out wide. 3 linemen in the middle of the field. Little Emery and Henry. Quick throw. Can Barber get outside? 20, 25, 30 almost, but it's still going to be about 11 yards shy of the first down sticks.
Well, and there was excellent job by the cornerback down here, because basically when he called it, he just stood there.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go up. He just waited, slow him down a little bit, and let the help come over, because it was so third and so long.
Yeah, I mean, he got 18 yards, but there's still 11 to go.
Yeah, so that was smart.
Sends to punt. Turner to return. So the Broncos have to be happy with that one. Snap is clean. Sends. Kicks it out of there. Low line drive. Kick. Turner thought about it and now backs off. And still a few Broncos get a little close to it, but they will start on about the 41-yard line after a punt that covers about 30 yards when all is said and done.
Going to be placed at the 41-yard line where the Broncos take over. First down.
Frederick Douglass back on the attack with a 3-touchdown lead and with pretty good field position to work with.
This is what you talked about. Bryan Station needs to stop. Can let Frederick Douglass score coming right out of the gate. And looks like Talbert's in the backfield.
10 up tight here for the defenders. Talbert, left side. Talbert puts his head down and makes the 46, maybe 47-yard line. That puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just got very quick hips, quick feet, good vision. He's got very good vision.
He does.
And we all know as a running back, if you have very good vision, you're going to make things happen.
Canuto stops him, pick up a 5. We'll call it out to the 46, 2nd and 5. Once again, a very tight formation. There's one safety back. Everybody else is within 4 yards of the football.
Yeah.
Guzman hands it. Talbert runs right into the mass of humanity and only able to pick up about 2 to the 48.
Good job on the defense front, slowing him down before he turned that corner.
Cedric Armstrong on the tackle. 3rd and 3 now at the 48.
This is where Thomas, the linebacker, usually steps up in this play right here, because usually he makes a nice little play to get the ball back to the station.
Broncos going to take their time. No need to hurry with a 3-score advantage. Guzman in the gun. Going to throw. Quick hitter. Caught. Talbert first down. 45, 40, 35, 30, 25. Goodness gracious.
Oh, hold up. He put his foot down and
he kind of rolled over. He's all right. He's not betraying any signs of anything serious, but at the same time, anytime he's slow to get up, that's not a good thing.
Yeah, because he's running fast and he stepped down real hard and made a cut, made a defender miss him. And right now he's
not looking
water.
concerned, but you hope it's not just bravado. Nathan McPeak was down there in a hurry, I'll tell you that. 26-yard line. Turner checks in. First down. Turner spins out of one. Gets back to the line of scrimmage. He was doing some dancing to get that. And Talbert's right back on his feet. He says,
right.
I'm good.
Well, I saw him drinking some water, so he must have
Coach
cramped.
McPeak says, no, you're not. Go sit down. Take a minute.
Take
You're
a
fine.
moment. Take a moment. I love that enthusiasm out of that young man.
Yeah, he was ready. Raymond
He's
Young
ready.
on the tackle.
He said, I missed one play. I'm ready to go back in, Coach. Give me the ball.
Yeah, you could see that one coming. McPeak said, no, hang on.
Looks like Ross is in the backfield, is he? No. I can't tell.
I believe you're right. We'll have to see if we can pick that up, but I believe it is Carter Ross.
Yeah, it is Carter. Yep. That's
Ross runs down a hill inside the 25 down to about the 20. A nice physical run there. They're going to spot him at the 21, but still a nice pickup.
Right, there's three of them. One plays quarterback, one plays receiver, and and the other one, of course, he's the running back. So
when in question, just say Ross, and you got a chance to be right.
Triplets, gotta love that. Gotta love it.
I don't know how Mom felt, you know,
well,
how many years ago was that now? But
they're juniors.
They're juniors, so 16, 17 years ago. But she probably enjoys it now.
Oh, yes, yes.
Third and medium, 21-yard line. And did the defenders come across early? I think they did. Yes, they did.
Yeah, the dad is a part of the University of Kentucky football coaching staff, academics. He deals with the academics.
Well, you probably got to have a smart family if you're going to send three boys to college at the same time. So
you got to have a mowing job too.
Yeah. He might have asked if UK gave him a family discount. I sure would have. I'll put it that way.
No doubt about it.
First down at the 16. Guzman with Ross still beside him. Gives Ross.
He runs hard.
Picking his way in the middle. Not a lot there. I think he gained about a yard, maybe two.
Defenders' defense is still fighting.
I mean, there's a lot of pride on the line for this team, and there should be. They've been the number 2 Fayette County team for most of the last 6, 8, 10 years.
Right.
And unfortunately for them tonight indicates they probably stay there. But there's a lot to like. Trips right. Talbert talk his way back in there. Ball's at the 14. Guzman to throw it. He did, and he caught the pass. And he actually fumbled the ball. He caught it at the 11. It went out of bounds, so, mark him at the 11.
Oh, they said he had possession.
Yeah. He caught it and coughed it out of bounds, so I guess it's the advantage to catching it right on the sideline. There's a good chance of that if you're going to lose it, but might refresh the stickum here. Third down at the 11, third and about 5.
And they don't know it. Your son has no idea what that is.
If you fumble the ball, you'll learn what it is real quick. Guzman with Talbert beside him. They give to Kari Talbert. And he needs one block, and he just hurdles a man instead, and he's still fighting for the first down, and a flag comes in.
Yeah, that's going to be a flag. You can't jump over anyone.
You're going to say you can't
unless
hurdle.
It's a goal line. That's a goal line. Yeah.
I see that called and I see that ignored.
It.
So I'm not sure.
Well, I guess my biggest problem is if somebody's going after my knees, my natural instinct is to jump.
Yeah.
And I know that's the rule, but I don't understand it because I'm going to protect myself because I don't want to get hit in the knees.
Right. You're right on it in terms of.
And if you ain't got the ability to jump, what do? You just let them tackle you.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, I feel like it's a call that gets missed a lot. I mean, it's not called very uniformly in terms of all the games I see. I see guys get away with that sometimes.
Well, if he's jumping to go over the end zone, that's okay.
Yeah.
But you just can't do it in open field. And the young man shot right at Talbert's legs, and he jumped up because he didn't want to get hit in the legs.
The third down and a bunch back at the 25. Call it 3rd and 18. Guzman going to the air. Big rush. He steps, throws, caught inside the 20, taken down around the 15-yard line. Won't be a first down. Yeah, let's see Going to be a field goal or going to be a go for it? Honestly, the way this game is going, I think I'd just go ahead and go for it.
Well, it looks like it's a flag because
okay.
the stick went back to its spot.
Okay.
And it must be some type of call against Frederick Douglass.
Yeah, the Broncos are walking backward. Bojang on the tackle there, but yeah, that becomes academic now because it's going to be 3rd down and half a mile.
Well, they're talking over with Station's coach. Okay, hold.
He's upset about something.
He's very upset about something.
I mean, they got a flag, and it's 3rd down back at the 36.
Well, whatever it is, the official is letting him speak his piece. So,
well, it's funny. Douglas comes to the line, and they don't realize the entire officiating crew is down there talking to Coach Haskins. So you're not going to run anything for a minute here. You've still got a couple over there having a pretty intense discussion. But
well, whatever that was, Coach Haskins walked away. So
yeah.
And they're still having a conversation about something.
And now they're going to move the ball forward. So
if he declines it, it's 4th down. That might be
okay.
If he declines it, it's 4th down.
Yeah, and that's about where the tackle was made. So that's what he's going to do. He's going to say, "That's interesting," because I would think you would take 3rd and 30 over 4th and 10. But
they do have Talbot.
Yeah, that is true. I guess the proof will be in the pudding, and either way it goes, you could argue the converse. So.
Right.
No, instead, 4th and 10 ball at the 16-yard line.
It looks like Ross is in.
He is?
Yes.
Guzman sets, throws to the end zone. Route. Nothing doing. Just overshot it. Really wasn't there. So well played that time by Station, and they'll take the football. But to my point, when I was saying when it looked like it was going to be 4th and 9, 4th and 10, I would probably go for it anyway because you've pretty much had the defender's number here on the offensive side of the ball. You give them the ball at the 16-yard line on their own end of the field, you're not really in bad shape. Took a chance at a 1st down, didn't get it, or at a touchdown rather. So Station back on the attack. Run it inside, out near the 20-yard line. I believe that was Johnson, but I'll have to double check.
Right. And Johnson did a good job. He tried to crease himself up in the middle of it. And, again, I said it many times in this game that they close very fast.
They do.
Frederick Douglass defense closed very fast. All of them look like DBs.
2nd down and 8. Haskins with a fake and now runs left, and he's able to get the edge, but not by much, and he can't pick up a whole lot of yardage. Not sure exactly where he went out, but short yardage, whatever it was.
Well, one of the things that we talked about is them getting Haskins' feet involved, and he's tried 3 times, and he's gotten a negative, and he got a little positive on that one, but they're good play calling. They're trying to get him an opportunity. With 3:58 here in the 3rd quarter, 28-7. Frederick Douglass
picked up a yard, maybe 2. 3rd down and a long 6. Full house backfield this time. Beside Haskins to throw it.
Here comes the pressure.
Haskins.
He sets. He
throwing
throws.
at the last minute and incomplete up at the 28. And boy, that's a tough throw to make. He took a shot at it, but just couldn't quite sneak it out there to Michael Sens.
Well, again, you talked about it before, and I've talked about it. His athleticism is unbelievable because he extended the play because he could get away from the Frederick Douglass defender. So, ball just a little short.
So 4th down and another punting situation. Sends to kick it. Turner back to receive. Snaps clean. Kick is out of there.
Short.
Turner can't get it, but it takes a Douglas bounce anyway. He's going to be down at about the 41-yard line, so only about a 21-yard punt. Again, it's just been impressive throughout the whole night. Douglas really has avoided mistakes here. And for a team that is a young team, and even when they're playing well, they'll make a mistake here and a costly penalty there.
Yeah.
And, boy, they just haven't done it tonight.
Well, it's been, like you said, it's been basically a clean play game.
Yeah.
And the penalties has always been the biggest thing with Frederick Douglass. And
Sure.
it hasn't happened this game. They're saying, if you beat us, you're going to beat our best.
Yep.
And that's what's taking place right now.
Jeremiah Turner is the setback beside Jaden Guzman. In the gun. Here goes Turner. He's submarined in the backfield. Short loss that time. Well played by Station.
Oh, Perry. And it's not like Turner's tiptoeing to the line.
No.
He's trying to get there, but it's closing.
Yeah. Defenders have done a nice job here in run situations in the second half. Again, those backs averaged 9 yards a carry in the first half. They're probably not there in the second. 2nd and 12, Turner able to elude some players and run through a tackle and down the sideline inside the 25 and out of bounds. Goodness, just as I say it, they've got him hemmed in. Looks like they've got a stop to set up 3rd and long, and then they don't. Samarian Williams has to track it down after about a 25-yard pickup.
Right, and again, he ran hard, arm tackle, ran through the arm tackle, and kept the drive going. So, again, like you said multiple times before, it's very nice to have two backs that simulate each other. And he's still in the game. Oh, they just went.
Wildcat look with him here. He runs right. Nice crease for first down inside the 10-yard line.
Now, you know what Turner's thinking. Now, I'm not a psychic, okay, but Turner's thinking, last time you did that, you took me out. So Turner's probably hoping he can stay in the game and see if we got a timeout by the white hat. I think somebody's down.
Might be the only way to get him off. We're going to take a quick break. 28-7. Douglas looking for more here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
First and goal for the Broncos at the 10-yard line. They're up 3 scores, trying to stretch it to 4 scores and really, potentially put this one away.
Yeah, it was Turner who was down. He looked like he was cramping a little bit because he's drinking a lot of water. He's underneath the tent right now, so he walked off on his own power.
Ross is the back now. They hand it to him, and he's hitting the backfield, able to work his way back to the line, but no more. Yeah, this has got to kill Turner a little bit. He had one taken away from him and taken off the board on a penalty, and he'd driven it down here, but he has to check out. He's getting a little cramped up. Raymond Young on the tackle. Said his name a lot on that side of the ball tonight.
Well, they're doing a concussion test right now. Turner, he's got some in his eyes. Yeah, he's doing a concussion. He must have got hit pretty good.
Certainly hope to see him back soon. Quick throw over the middle and complete into and out of the hands of his receiver down there at the 3-yard line. Looked like a nice throw to Kaysen, but just couldn't quite hook it up.
Right. If it was a little bit lower in the left leg, he would have had it down. Very good job by the defender coming over and helping him not to catch it. So they got that little play action down. Wisdom, he's got it down. Because they run the ball so well, so you got to honor that.
You do.
You have to honor the run first. That's linebackers. Because it's very difficult for the defensive back to actually to stop that play because he's going to be behind him.
3rd and goal at the 10.
This is a big stop right here.
Guzman awaits. Sets. throws. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown.
Hey, you know who you give credit that to? The O-line.
Yeah, they held in there well.
They did a very good job. Very good job.
So put him on the board. TJ Stewart, the man on the reception. Nice play for the Broncos as they put up yet another touchdown. Wallace on for the extra point as they look to extend the lead. And TJ Stewart's going to get his dunk on here. And he dunks the ball. Wonder who has to pack the basketball goal. It's kind of tough. Wallace's extra point is away and good. 35-7. The Broncos stretch the lead late in the third quarter. They're looking to play here again next week.
Well, you know, I'm going to throw a wrench in this real fast.
Okay.
Okay. Well,
yeah, we'll go. We'll take it up on the next side of this break, Cisco.
Yeah.
Stay tuned on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Touchdown on the kickoff. Goodness gracious, you just can't count these defenders out. Wow. It was a short kick and able to take it to the house. Excellent return, and you know, feel like everything I said about the Frederick Douglass kick coverage team there kind of goes awry on that one. And
well, he did a very good
Samarian
job.
Williams that time.
Williams caught it on the down here at the bottom of the right and went all the way around and gave one little move and then used his speed and took off. What I was saying right before the touchdown by the defenders is I want to see the linemen come over here and dunk since they're doing all the
That's a good point.
work.
That's a good thought.
I mean, I can appreciate the skill guys. So they're going to go for two.
Yeah, so defender's going to go for two. So Marion Wallace with the kick. Throw in the flat, caught by Sins, and it's two. So 35-15.
Still in striking distance. 134 here in the third quarter.
Good so do
response.
You onside kick here? I guess that's my next question for you.
I think I would pooch it.
Yeah.
I think I would pooch it, and maybe it takes a hop one way or the other. But onside kick and give them the ball about the 50 to 45, and that's kind of momentum swing.
Well, it's all been Frederick Douglass's way on special teams until that last play, and an impressive one for Samarian Williams. Get him on the board.
Yeah.
I believe that is his first points of the season. I'm trying to verify that. He had a fumble recovery, but that's a little different. Yeah.
Yes.
That's it. First points of the season for Samarian Williams, but nice job on the return team, and then they go for two and convert, and so 35-15. That Tim Short Auto Plaza touchdown for the defenders. Now let's see what they do with the kickoff. They do go pure onside. It takes that hop, but it goes right out of bounds.
Well, I didn't see the number. He actually pushed it out of bounds. Very good job.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, hold it. We're about to see it.
Yeah, one of the front guys I saw. Yeah.
Because he didn't try to catch it.
No, not at all. Yeah, you were very much right. It was just swatted out. So that's good coaching. That's a smart understanding of the rule there.
It's good listening.
Yeah.
Because you can coach it.
It doesn't mean it happens, right? Yeah. So defenders pull within 20. Frederick Douglass goes back on the attack. Talbert's back out there at running back from the 43-yard line. Talbert, here he comes. 45, 50, and down to about the 49.
Every time it looks like he's done, and then he got a little extra. I'm trying to see if Turner is got his helmet on or not.
Yeah.
I don't see him yet.
Don't either. Cedric Armstrong on the tackle that time. Haven't seen him either.
And the offensive coordinator is actually in the booth. I was looking for the quarterback coach who gives the signals.
2nd and 2 at the 49. Talbert again. It is, and this time,
a little bit.
Yeah, kind of got bumped and takes a 1-yard loss.
This right here is it. Big play right here. 3rd and about 2.
Mm-hmm. I'd call it 3 even. They've got to make the 47, and it's back at the 50 now. So Young on the tackle. Boy, Raymond Young, he's got to be up to about double-digit tackles. He's been
everywhere.
He played well at running back, yeah.
Time's clicking down. They got to take the snap. So
3rd down and 3.
Looks like Station is coming.
They are bringing heat, yeah.
Talbert,
and he bounces it, and
did they give it to him?
Not sure. It's going to be close. I guess it's going to depend on the exact spot of the football.
It'll be 4th down.
That one's going to end the 3rd quarter. It was Turner there, so he was back in the game taking the carry. And, I think it's just short.
Yeah, because I didn't see the line judge towards Bryan Station signal 1st down.
4th down, and we will pick it up there in the 4th quarter on the other side of this break. 35-15, Douglas, you're on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Fourth down and about half a yard for the Broncos. You would certainly assume it's very much in go-for-it territory here. Fourth and very short. Shotgun formation, as it always is. Even though they need a foot, they'll start 5 yards back. Let's see it. Hand it to Talbert, and he slips and doesn't get it. He stopped at midfield, and now
that's a big play.
Bryan Station will take over. Taking a look at those numbers. After 3 quarters, Talbert had 14 carries for 108. Turner had 10 for 76. But on 4th and 1, they don't convert, and so here comes Bryan Station.
Well, that was back-to-back times that Talbot actually slipped, and I don't know if the handoff wasn't there or what, but that's unusual.
Very much. Well, defenders are down 20, but they've got the ball right at the midfield stripe.
11:52 here in the 4th quarter, so they got a lot of time.
It can be an eternity still.
Yes.
Kerwin Montgomery in the ball game at running back. Trips right for Station. Jordan Haskins throws. Caught, trying to get out on the edge and able to gain some yardage. A 1st down over there for Kamani Barber.
Right, a very good play call right there. Safe. Get on the edge and let him do his thing, and then also get out of bounds to stop the clock.
I gave him a little more yardage than they did. Call it a gain of 9. It'll be 2nd and 1. Although, I think the Sticks crew thought it was a 1st down,
they
too.
Did too. They was moving.
2nd and 1 at the 41 is where Barber's marked out of bounds. But as you note, the clock stops. There goes Barber in motion right to left. Trips that way. Haskins hands it off, and the back able to shove forward. A 1st down run for Kerwin Montgomery. That'll move the chains.
Well, I was talking about the score of a Wolford County game. It's now 28-7.
Okay.
So So I got information on that, and thank you for sending that to me, Mr. Coleman. So because Woodford County puts up points.
Mm-hmm.
They put up points.
That they do. First down at the 39. Haskins takes off. Haskins only able to pick his way to about the 35, and he takes a hard hit for his 4 yards.
But he did a good job because either Haskins turned the wrong way or the back turned the wrong way, and Haskins improvised and adapt.
And Devon Ellery there on the tackle. 2nd and 6. Haskins.
Deep drop.
Rolls. Haskins running. Haskins head of steam, 25 and out of bounds around the 20-yard line. And that's about where they'll put him. So, boy, when he gets going, it's something.
Well, and they've been trying to get that all night, but normally Frederick Douglass has a spy and stops that. That time he got caught up inside, and Haskins used his speed and got to the edge. And picked up the first down and momentum for the defenders.
In the red zone now at the 20. First down there. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. Haskins waits. Flag comes in. Probably a hold, you would assume. He throws into the end zone at the last second. It's incomplete. Just about broke the line of scrimmage on that one, but it's going to be a hold. It's all going to come back.
Yeah, that holding call came out early.
Yeah.
So we knew that was going to happen. That's by the white hat. So.
So make it 1st and 20. Now back at the 30.
There's no quitting the defenders here. Coach Haskins has done a very good job of motivating them, and so now they just got to try to stick it in the end zone with 10:52 here in the 4th quarter.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Haskins throws, nearly intercepted, incomplete. Tried to slip it out to Kerwin Montgomery in the flat, but the Douglas defender just about undercut that one.
Montgomery leaked out there late, and but Haskins' head was downfield like quarterback's supposed to be, and went to his 3rd option and incomplete.
8 of 19 for 78 yards through the first 3 quarters for Haskins. 8 rushes for only 12 after all the negative plays are taken out. Second and 20 at the 30. Trips left. Haskins looks left. Now throws left. High and nearly intercepted. He was, I think, just kind of trying to throw it away, but the Frederick Douglass defender, which was Sion Khan, almost got up there and snared it.
Yeah.
3rd down and 20.
Well, that holding penalty hurt. That pushed them back behind the sticks.
Yeah.
So right now is it's 4 down territory if I can get it out, and I would just try to get 10 to 9 and try to get it on 4th down.
Yeah. Third and 20 at the 30. Douglas dropping. They still got heat. Throw in the middle, incomplete. Now, Douglas has done a great job in getting pressure on Haskins, often with 4 rushers.
Right, and that's surprising me that they're actually doing it, because the O-line for defenders is actually very good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, that makes you wonder, are they in man and zone, and they keep dropping back in the zone with 4 people. So, I wonder if he's going to send them on this long. Looks like the halfbacks, the cornerbacks, and the safeties are all playing quarters, so that's 4 across.
4th and 20.
Linebackers are deep.
2 receivers each way. Haskins.
And pressure again.
Struggling, and he's never going to get it off. Sacked for a loss. Broncos came through and made an excellent play that time. Lamonte Brown.
Yeah, came off the edge at defensive end and just beat his man and swimmed around him and ended up not giving Haskins a chance to throw the football.
And that's a big stand.
Yeah.
The station had moved it down to the 20, had it in the red zone, and they come away with nothing.
Well, one of the biggest things that I always talk about that the Broncos defense has done for many, many games is they bend, but they don't break. And again, really their defense only giving up 7 points.
Wildcat look, I believe that is Mr. Turner as the quarterback. He hands it off, and a run to the outside, 45. Some nice patience there, but he gets hit hard at the 46-yard line. You can see who it was who ended a Cane Bell Pointer ends up with the carry. Yeah, that's an unusual wrinkle out of the Wildcat. And caught from behind by Raymond Young. There he is again.
There he is again, coming from the top and running him down from behind. And that's not a quit in that young man.
Second and 5 at the 46.
Young's got a lot of tackles.
Turner sends Bell Pointer in motion again. Fakes it to him. Turner keeps it this time and doesn't go anywhere. He picks his way, probably lost a yard, back to the 45. Raymond Young again.
No gain on the play, brings up third down.
Young had 10 tackles and 2.5 tackles for loss after 3 quarters, so he's just building on that.
Gonna sleep good tonight.
Yes, sir. 3rd and 6 at the 45 for the Broncos. Go back to a traditional offensive look here. Guzman and Talbert in the backfield. 2 receivers each way for Guzman. Freshman passer stands in, throws over the middle, caught, and I think it's just shy of the first down. We'll have to see where they spot it. He had the right idea, but instead of his receiver being able to break away, it's going to be just shy, I think. It was Bell Pointer, and it's a first down, so he did get the spot. Bojang on the tackle, but a first down at the 49.
Ball is at the Bryan Station 49-yard line. The result, first down, Broncos.
And at this point, that just means Frederick Douglass can grind out another series of offense, shorten this game a little more. 3rd round of the playoffs is in sight. Guzman in a pistol look. Again, everybody is up. Whistles blow, and we're going to have, there's a flag that comes in.
Bryan Station's front 4 jumped off sides. Yep. And that's the thing about high school, again, you can't go back. Once you hit the neutral zone, it's a penalty automatically.
So 5 yards that the defenders did not want to give up. First and 5. 44-yard line. Guzman to throw. Takes a deep shot. Man-to-man. Caught on the outside. Down to about the 10-yard line. Heck of a catch right there. Big-time throw.
Big-time throw. Put it on the outside shoulder. Only his receiver can get it. If he misses it, it's going to go out of bounds. And that right there will soften up a defense real quick.
A nice play to drag it down into the red zone right there.
Look like we got a cramp going on.
Yeah, we got a player to be tended to. We'll take a quick break. 35-15 with 8:19 to go here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
The first down at about the 13. It was Terry Kaysen who hauled in the long pass. Sets up Douglas in the red zone. And there's another flinch of some nature up front.
Got a little false start on the offense.
Yeah, this time it's Douglas.
False start.
I think the center just forgot to snap the ball. Because the other lineman moved.
Everybody was ready, but yeah. Doesn't go until he says it goes.
That's right. He's the boss. 8:19 here in the fourth quarter, 35-15. As Frederick Douglass is trying to stick another one in. the end zone.
I guess spotted at the 19, actually, and not the 14.
Oh, okay. I was looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah. First and 15 there. Guzman hands Talbert. Talbert right through the middle. Talbert down inside the 10. Nice pickup. Haskins on the tackle. But even with the penalty, he's able to gain a big chunk of what they needed.
Yeah.
2nd and 5. Call it the, really about the 8-yard line, a short 5, we'll call it. Talbert the setback with Guzman. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Talbert tries to break free, goes to the left side. Does he get there? Apparently not quite. That's all the way across the field. I'd love to pretend that I can see every blade of grass over there. I cannot.
Well, we always just ask the young man with the nice young eyes to help us out here.
Ryan Cox is pretty much good to see it about 3 times better than you or I.
Yeah.
1st and goal at the 1.
Well, it looked like his left foot stepped out of bounds as he's reaching for the cone. So we got timeout
again.
defenders.
And Bryan Station going to talk about it. 1st and goal when we come back here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
.731 away from advancing. Douglas 35. Bryan Station 15. Broncos looking to pound in another touchdown here from the 1. Run it inside, close to the goal line. Did he get there? No, not quite. 2nd and goal. That one's at about the 1/3 of a yard line, it looks like. The official's about as close to the goal line as he can be without being on the goal line.
Well, what I liked is the offensive line, all of them was raising their hands up looking at the official after he specifically said he didn't score.
On a campaign for it. So, all right, we've got Turner in here at running back.
So Turner may get an opportunity.
Nope. Good. Yeah, Turner does have it, and he works his way.
And he's down.
Just short.
Yes.
I don't know how he didn't get in because he veered, and it looked like he was going to get there. But, yeah, he might have lost half a yard, actually.
Well, I'm on the other way around on that one, Joe. I'm just wondering how he got out of the backfield.
He did a great job to get close to it, yeah.
Because the front line of the defenders did a very good job of penetrating in the middle to make him try to bounce it outside. And the safety came up and tackled him. And looks like it's going to be a timeout.
Yeah, the Broncos are going to talk about it, and we will take that break as well. 3rd and a yard when we come back here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
3rd and goal. Here it comes. Throw through the end zone. So incomplete. Nothing going there. Well, whatever Coach Haskins said on 1st and goal from the 1 to his defense, they were apparently listening because
yes.
they've hung in there.
And they've tried it in the middle, outside, and now a pass, and they're 0 for 3.
So 4th and goal from the 1. Broncos going to go ahead and go. We'll see if the 4th time goes better than the first 3. Guzman with Turner beside him. Turner dodges one, and he will go in. He certainly earned it tonight, Jeremiah Turner.
Very good run.
Tim Short, Auto Plaza touchdown for Jeremiah Turner.
Because he's been the workhorse, taking the ball down inside the 10, and each time he cramped a couple times, and he's got taken out, and he earned that touchdown. So, Mr. Turner.
Wallace on for the extra point. Snaps there, kicks out of there, certainly long enough, and it's good. 42-15 Broncos, 6:07 to go tonight. We'll be right back on the other side of this break here on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Frederick Douglass breaks through 42-15 after the Jeremiah Turner touchdown run. And the Broncos looking pretty certain to move on to next week, where they will play here at the Farm. Or we will talk about postgame. Short kick that's going to hit. That's a live ball, but it's grabbed by Barber. Can Barber get outside? No. Makes the 26. And I guess for the second straight week, you can only get a big play when I make us slow to come back from a timeout, Cisco. I've had a mulligan each of the last 2 weeks. So it goes. Kane Bell Pointer tracks him down with the tackle.
I didn't disagree with that. I'm just saying.
27-point edge for the Broncos. The defenders come back out with Jordan Haskins at quarterback. Avery Johnson, the setback, beside him. Haskins to throw. Got time. Deep shot. There's a man out there. Incomplete. Just couldn't quite sneak it in. Looked like a little bit of an alligator arm action from the target on that one.
Yeah, I thought that was a very good throw by Haskins, and he put it where he's supposed to. The safety is right on the hash, so he threw the ball more towards the numbers. Mm-hmm. So that's what you wanted to make sure it doesn't get picked.
Nevertheless, incomplete, 2nd and 10. Two receivers each way for the defenders. Haskins.
Looking to throw.
Throw caught. Across the 30, 35, a first down right there for Braden Wilson. He's been the main target tonight.
I made a cornerback miss him, and defensive back coach is talking to him right now.
That's forced out of bounds by Jeremiah Brown.
Pickup of 11 out to the 37. First down for Station. Same formation, pair of receivers each way. I think it's Young in at running back. Have to check that. Haskins on a throw. Got time. Deep ball. One-on-one, incomplete. Kind of overshot his target. Looks like Chris Jones was the player closest to that one for Frederick Douglass.
Second down.
It's the thing about being a receiver. You throw a pass way down the field, and everybody looks at you like, hurry up, come back. I mean, he's down there at the 20.
Well, you and I did that game with the poor young man from Lafayette, whose name escapes me, but he was a wide receiver, and they'd run him deep, and then he'd have to run back on third down because he was the punter. So he'd have to run all the way back.
Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, number 1.
Hand it off, and nothing doing. Frederick Douglass not fooled at all. Take this down. Looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
Well, now Frederick Douglass' defense is basically sitting down, and they're just going to make the tackle because right now they're playing the clock.
Nicely covered by the Broncos. Stoney Mack with a nice play. Third and long. And third down has not been kind tonight.
And that was one of the things that Coach Haskins wanted to win. It's a 3rd and 4th down. I know at one time they was 2 for 2 on 4th down.
1 of 9 on third beginning this quarter anyway.
Here comes pressure off the edge.
Heat off the edge. Haskins throws back, sends his open first down out.
That's a pretty good job.
Midfield. Yeah.
Haskins keeping your head up when somebody's coming at you.
Got a flag deep here in the secondary. I mean, possible defensive holding, I guess. I don't know. That's a long way down here.
Pass is complete. Tackled by number 48, Jeremiah Brown. Flag on the play.
Well, he's talking to, I think he's going to decline. There's a hold. It's decline. First down.
Take the play, first down. Out to the 49. Jordan Haskins brings the play in. He's just a junior. He'll be back for another season next year under his dad, JT. Coach of the defenders. One of the top prospects in the state for the collegiate level. Trips right from the 49. Haskins. Ducks, throws, incomplete. Tried to sneak one to Barber, but not a lot of space there.
Now, we're hearing his name, Jordan Haskins, a lot. Because he's a quarterback, but he's well known, in which he will buy a house as a DB.
Yes.
Yeah, he will be he's one of the top defensive backs in the state of Kentucky.
Devin Lattimore was in coverage on that last one. I like that. He will buy a house. That's in the era of NIL, he may not even have to get out of college to buy it.
That is true.
2nd and 10, they hand it off. Montgomery on the carry, and he stays up and makes a big run. 40, 35, 30, 20. He's still up, makes it almost to the 10-yard line. Big play right there. Some nice determination from Kerwin Montgomery.
Yeah, he was slowed down and broke a tackle, gave a nice little stiff arm, and went the distance on that one. Not quite a touchdown, but close enough to get him in a good position to score.
Up of around 40, Chris Jones eventually tracked him down at the 11-yard line.
So he started doing this against the starters, so
yeah,
there's not a lot of subbing going on yet. I guess based on last week, not playing a lot.
Sure. Everybody, I think, got a pretty good rest then.
Yeah.
Haskins gives Montgomery, and he picked his way for a couple, but only down to about the 9.
Right, they're going to make Bryan Station earn it if they score against them, because that defense usually does a very good job of tightening up. And I've said this many times of watching their defense. It bends, but it don't break too often.
Sure. 2nd and 8 at the 9. Even with a nice drive, Frederick Douglass in control.
Yeah.
Station with Haskins in the pistol. Haskins hands it off. That's Montgomery, and he sweeps toward the corner. Did he get there?
Yes, he did. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Montgomery. Kerwin. I'm sorry, Montgomery. It helps to get his name right. Kerwin, 9-yard touchdown run. Tim Short, Auto Plaza touchdown for Kerwin Montgomery. A lot of points tonight. Station going to go for 2. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Haskins rolls right, going to get there on his legs. 2 for the defenders.
He leaves it in the belly for a while, don't he?
He sure does.
And but that's a pretty good fight right there for the defenders. They didn't stop even after Frederick Douglass came back and scored. They came back and scored. So great job. That's coaching. That's trusting your coach.
Well, again, it's going to be discouraging for them, barring something crazy in the next 251. This one still looks pretty solidly in the Broncos column, and that's 39 in a row for Frederick Douglass over Fayette County Schools, and that's from the inception of the school. It's not like they had a run and became dominant and then did that. They started with this streak of now what will be 39 in a row. And I know it's difficult for Station. It's difficult for everybody because you look and you say, how can we compete? Well, they've made some steps, obviously. Station has had some really good teams in the last few years. Had some tough losses this year, but there's still a lot there to work with.
Wait, and then also Frederick Douglass goes up against schools that in the city that does not play them either, because they have a choice now. Back in the day, you played all city schools because there was something you did, but now they have a choice. They still play Taste Creek, they still play Bryan Station. I want to say those are the only 2.
I think you may be right. That one went out of bounds. Of course, you play your district games.
Right, of course.
And, of course, the Broncos reclassed. They classed up to 6A. They won the state title as a 5A team, so that changes the pool of opposition too. So after the unsuccessful onside kick, Douglas takes over at the 48. Guzman hand it off. Not much there. A loss of a yard probably in the middle of the line. At this point, Talbert gets a little banged up. 2nd and 11.
It doesn't matter what the score is. Talbert wants to be in the game.
Despite the fact that he scared us all pretty good with a hard landing on his ankle on the sideline in the third quarter, but he's been back. He seems to be fine.
Yeah, he's that guy.
2nd and 11, Guzman. Going to leave it with Talbert, and he's taken down for a loss this time. Tackled back at the 45. It's actually not Talbert, it's DeAndre Clay who took the handoff. Spreading the wealth a little bit, and going to have a timeout. Station says we're going to play this to the final gun, and we'll hang here during the break. 3rd and long. I think Douglas was really kind of in let's grind it out and go home mode, but, Coach Haskins can play it to the last second and understand why you would. You wonder how much the injury to Haskins early kind of threw them off on offense. We've only seen him. This is his 3rd week of playing quarterback, so it might have looked a little different for them if they could have done this for most or all of the season, certainly.
And it's taking nothing away from Carpenter.
No, not at all. He's a young man who filled a need and
he did a very good job.
Played well enough to win a handful of games on his own. So, absolutely not. But
just Haskins brings a little bit more to the table.
3rd down and about 17 back on their own 45. And there's a flinch up front.
Defenders.
Looked like it. Yep, we'll move it 5 yards, so 3rd and 17 becomes 3rd and 12 anyway.
Frederick Douglass has played a great game, in like you said, Joe, earlier, all 3 phases.
Yeah.
And the biggest key was their special team, put them in a position to score, to take the momentum, and then Talbot did his thing.
Second half has been a little shakier on the whole, but, Just a few things for Coach McPeak to go over in the video.
Right. It's just steady. When you get out to a big lead right now, you just want to make sure that you don't give it up.
3rd and 12. They hand it off. Short yardage that time. Not much going. Made it back to the line. Maybe a yard. Just wasn't much there. And now whistles again. Do we have another timeout? We do. And we'll take a break this time. 42-23 inside the final 2 minutes here on Glycod.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Punt for Douglas is going to go out of bounds just inside the 30-yard line. The good news is there wasn't a touchdown on Evan Cisco.
Well, I think he kicked it out of bounds on purpose because he turned.
He and
his
I
body
have an
that
arrangement.
way.
Yeah, we talked about that. If I give you the wave, you just punt it out of bounds. Don't take any chances. No.
Yeah. Here comes a few substitutions for Frederick Douglass on defense.
Station's called their timeouts. They want to extend their season as long as they can. Again, of course, nothing wrong with that. I would probably do the same.
Yeah. And you might be getting some players in that maybe seniors that hasn't been in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because in some cases, a lot of these young men last week and this week is the last time they were ever put on any type of football uniform.
That's true. Montgomery, the setback beside Haskins. He gives Montgomery, and he picks his way for a yard or two as a flag comes in.
Flag on the play.
And Frederick Douglass got somebody down.
Yeah. That is the one thing you hate to see when
he's getting up.
Gets deliberate late. Yeah, he's trying to make his way up. A little hop, but he's going to make his way to the sideline.
I'm trying to recall, has Turner been back in since?
He has. He scored the touchdown.
That's right.
Yeah.
I stand corrected, yes.
So he must have passed his test. I think it's safe to assume.
Well, everybody, make sure they understand that they're going to, regardless whatever it is, if you go down, they're going to check to make sure you're okay, and that's a good thing.
First down and 5 at the 27, or at the 32, rather. Now they run it inside, short yardage, out to about the 34. So second down, the clock runs now. We approach the final minute.
I think it's been a very good officiated game.
Yeah,
a lot of little touching, and they didn't throw flags on it. They just told them to stop.
Now, seem to have pretty good control over this one. Not too many things that.
Well, I always say a good official is the ones you don't see.
That's it. I suppose that's the best
fact.
point. The fact that there are no flags where I think, well, that was kind of a controversial one. Or I don't know about that one. Yeah, they've been pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Let the game flow.
Second and short at the 34, possibly the last play. They run it inside, and Douglas all over it, takes it down for a loss, and we'll see if that does it. The final seconds tick.
Tackled by Devon Green.
And unless Bryan Station hurries up, and they're going to walk it off, and that's going to end it. The Frederick Douglass Broncos move to 39-0 all-time against Fayette County foes. And in so doing, they will advance to host a home game here next week in round 3 of the playoffs. We'll talk a little more about that on the other side as we recap the victory for the Broncos, 42-23 over Bryan Station here on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road. our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
And we're back. A 42-23 win for Frederick Douglass tonight. And still awaiting some, we're getting some information in here on the scoreboard front. I will share it. Tonight's scoreboard presented by Fast Signs. Make a statement. And so we have got some updates, and now I can pretty definitively tell you how it's all going to shake down on this half of the 6A bracket. Trinity, a winner tonight, 50-0 over Simon Kenton. They will play at home. Barring a major shift in the other game late in the third quarter, it's Ryle 34, Ballard 14. Assuming that holds, and again, it's a 20-point lead with just over a quarter to play, Ryle will play here next week in a round 3 game. The other game, Madison Central, winner 45-7 over GRC. They will play at Trinity. Okay. If Ballard were to make a crazy comeback and win, if that were to happen, Madison Central instead would come here, and then Ballard would go to Trinity. But with it 34-14 Ryle late in the third, looks like Ryle here and Madison Central at Trinity. That's how it stacks up at the moment. Some of the other big scores, Woodford County, a 42-21 lead over Collins in the third. And
they turned it on.
Point, the scoring started happening.
Yes.
Scott County, a 48-21 lead on Cooper in the fourth quarter. Down in 2A, Lexington Christian, an easy 51-21 victory over Monroe County. And big surprise tonight in 1A, Paris 14, Sayre 10.
Paris has been waiting for a few years to try to get that win over Sayre.
There they go. They got it tonight. Frederick Douglass is on line here to probably host Ryle. Again, we'll wait and see, check that score. So, again, the way it shakes up, Ryle wins, Ryle here. If Ballard upsets Ryle, and they're down 20 right now, Madison Central here. So that's the in a nutshell view of what Douglas is looking at next week. It's a home game either way, and that is the situation at the moment. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll give you tonight's scoring summary and to tonight's most outstanding players. Douglas, a 42-23 winner here on Glycott.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational, solid career path.
Rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs, make your statement.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Welcome back to the farm. Frederick Douglass, a 42-23 winner. That's 42, not 40-23. A look at tonight's scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential, and the Broncos certainly powered up theirs. They led 28-7 at halftime, and in the second half, poured it on. T.J. Stewart got a 10-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Guzman. That was his second of the game. Wallace's extra point made it 35-7 with 1:55 in the quarter. And then on the immediate next play, Williams with an 85-yard kick return for the defenders. 2-point conversion, Haskins descends, makes it 35-15 with 1:34. It hung around there for a while, and then Jeremiah Turner on a 4th and goal run takes it in from a yard out. He'd done everything else but get in the end zone, and then he finally did there with 6:07 to play. Wallace's kick made it 42-15. And with 2:52 to go, Kerwin Montgomery, a 9-yard touchdown run for Station. Haskins on the 2-point conversion run makes it 42-23, and that's the final. Station fought hard, competed well all the way through, but just the early advantage that Douglas took was too much to overcome.
Yeah, and I think that's the point, which people got to understand, that momentum, everybody's at the same even keel, but then a couple of little special teams put Frederick Douglass actually in front of the stick, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely. That was it. We are going to step aside one more time, and then on the other side tell you tonight's most outstanding players. I don't mind to put a bug in the ear of Steve Bird at Scoreboard Central and see if I can get one more update on Ryle and Ballard and where they stand. Right now, it looks like it's going to be Ryle here next week, but we will check back on that front and tell you tonight's MOPs on the other side of the break. Stay tuned here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
And one more time, welcome back to the farm. Frederick Douglass, a 42-23 winner over Bryan Station. Time to talk about tonight's most outstanding players. They are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. For the defenders of Bryan Station, a tough loss certainly, and a lot of guys who made some nice plays. But largely the big play was absent. Montgomery had that 140-yard run late, and as I look over the stat sheet, that's the only play of the game that went longer than 17 yards. How's that for a testimony to Douglas's defense? Because you and I were at Lafayette last week, and Station just ripped off big play after big play, 40 yards, 50 yards, 70 yards. Weren't doing it tonight. Had one that went longer than 17, and that was late when the game was essentially already in hand.
Well, the whole year of Frederick Douglass defense has not gave up big plays.
Yeah.
So with that said, I wasn't surprised, but I was a little bit surprised because the capability of Bryan Station skill guys to break one off, and it didn't happen.
That's true. So, funny enough, we're going to the defensive side of the ball for our Bryan Station MOP because this young man,
everywhere.
We said his name all night on defense. He did some nice things on offense. He ran the ball well, 5 carries for 23 yards. You'll take 4.6 yards a carry. That is better than the team average. And defensively, Raymond Young, 12 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss. He was just all over the place, played very well. And the defenders come up short, but you can't put it on Raymond Young because he had a nice game on both sides of the ball, really, but particularly on defense where he really stood out with those 3.5 TFLs. That's pretty impressive.
Well, and the one thing is they would actually, Frederick Douglass, if you will, would run away from him, and he would chase him from behind.
Yeah, exactly.
He was up the middle. He was in the secondary. He really had a fantastic game. I'm so proud of that young man.
Absolutely. For the Broncos, it's Dakari Talbert. He has 123 yards on 17 carries, a couple of touchdowns, 2 receptions for 29 yards. But more than the numbers, first big play of the game, the one that just slammed the accelerator into overdrive, his 41-yard touchdown run that really set the tone.
Right. When you say 41 yards, you go, okay, that's okay. But if you saw it, I think even I was in the booth and I went, ooh, and try not to show that much emotion. But it was a exciting play because I'm a fan and I'm watching a young man do his thing, and I'm proud of him.
Absolutely. So congratulations, Raymond Young, for Bryan Station. Dakari Talbert from Frederick Douglass. As discussed earlier, Douglass moves on, home game here. And the last word from Steve Bird at the end of 3, still 34 for Ryle, 14 for Ballard. So if that 3-touchdown lead holds, it's Ryle here next week. We'll have all kinds of matchups here. Encourage you to follow us on X at Glycod. That's GLICOD, or on our website, glycod.com. Week to week through the regular season, we can kind of tell you we'll be here, there, and there. In the playoffs, everything's up for grabs every week, so we'll figure it out. Encourage you to check in with us and check that out. I'm always thankful for my team here at Glycod. Shidrock got us started on production tonight because poor Jeff Cooper was stuck by the side of the road with a flat tire, and a story he'd just as soon forget. But Jeff Cooper is a hero in his own right because he is here filling in. Scott Moore couldn't be here, so Coop stepped in ready to play, and flat tire wasn't going to stop him, so he made it here to finish it off. But Shidrock got us started. She was the opener tonight. She worked the first quarter or so and then handed the ball to Coop, and he took us home. Appreciate them, and Steve Bird on production assistance. Cisco Bryant's my analyst. My cameraman up high, I always appreciate him. I'm unfortunately completely blanking on his name at the moment, but he's still the man, and we appreciate him even when we can't remember his name because we remember his pictures, thanks to him. Ryan Cox is also the spotter, the guy who keeps us all straightened out here. But from Bryan Station, ending their season, to Frederick Douglass moving on to round 3 here at the farm, that's the story. Broncos 42, Defenders 23. Thanks for watching here on Glycod, and hopefully we'll see you somewhere next week. Take care.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man o' War Harley-Davidson. 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. New Vista. We see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt. Keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.